Hey y'all, happy Monday. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody enjoyed their weekend. Oh Lord, I forgot to cut the music off. Hold on. Can't believe I forgot to do that. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoy your Hey Miss B, how you doing? Well, it's been a long weekend. I was trying to backtrack some things going on this weekend, and I must say, from the videos that I read about, it was a lot going on. It was a lot of nothing going on, but it still was a lot going on. I want to come in real fast on this Monday morning and give my commentary, of course, about the things that I did see. Okay, and especially something I saw this morning just a few minutes ago. I want to comment on that, but first, I want to comment on the Oh, please hit the like button, you guys in the class. Please hit the like button, and thanks for joining me, Miss B. I also want to say happy birthday to Miss Creole, Dr. Creole. Happy birthday, girl. If you listening somewhere, if you be on the replay gang, happy birthday, right? So anyway, saw a couple of interesting things this weekend. Saw a bunch of flip flopping and fakery going on, of course, as well. And let's just say this as far as this Cation gate go, right? Because it's number one on the list of my commentary this morning. As far as this Cation gate going on, right? Um, I don't even believe that Lemon is having no kind of vacation in Vegas or Sacramento or anywhere. I think that people are playing along with him, and it's what it's supposed to be in January or February, and now Sassy is supposed to be coming along, and all of this and all. The thing is just getting bigger and bigger, right? So we've got to hear about this from now until he decides to blow up the club because he's not, I don't think that he's going there. I'm not psychic, but I don't think it's going to happen. But we're gonna have to wait and see, right? Y'all, please hit the like button, right? But I don't believe it's gonna happen, right? So I found it very interesting. Now I can Hey Miss Angie, how you doing? I can't figure out if he's going to next Cation or not to fight to allegedly, get into it with Shakim and all of this and all of that. He is so jealous of Shakim and Nessa's relationship. He don't know what to do, right? He is also paranoid that he's thinking in his mind somewhere that the trifecta is trying to take him down, and he paranoid about that. Oh, and he got into it with Lady Nika. Once again, he is really upset with Lady. He really don't have no respect for, and he don't have to, but he got a thing for older women. He is just like, if you think about Sir Kane, how he used to be obsessed with older women, and they sort of have a disdain for older women. Lemon is the same way. I think Lemon is like that because of his mom, and so he don't mind, going back and forth or letting the older women, hit his panel, and be, talk too crazy. Like what happened with Yaya and the audio guy. You know what I mean? He didn't stop it. Hey Seven, how you doing? You want to hit the link? Oh, okay. Hold on. Well, let me get the link first. And so, yeah, he don't mind these women being disrespected like that. Let me post it, Seven. Hey, Red Lines. Hold on. Okay. Well, hey, C Mac. I just dropped this. Look at my people coming in. Y'all hit the like button. I hit the here we go, Seven. Here go the link. If anybody want to hit the link at any time, just let me know. And I'll redrop it. Cause I really want to have this conversation, okay, this morning. Cause what I just heard a few minutes ago really got the hell on my nerves, okay? I'm just gonna say, right? And let me get 7. She didn't hit the link. Hold on, y'all. Let me put my thing up just in case. I don't know why. My fingers don't want to work right today, but sure. Oh, where you go, 7? Where you go, 7? Hit the link again. She dropped down, y'all. Hopefully she'll come back. Like I said, if anybody want to hit the link, feel free. Because I really want to have this conversation. Oh, 7. Oh, she back. Hold on, y'all. Let me get her right here. 7.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, good morning. How you doing?
How you doing?
What's going on, girlie? Let me take this off.
Wow. I mean, I'm just wanting to talk about what you talked about because I was actually there. I mean, he had a whole meltdown last night.
Who, Lemon?
Mhm.
Oh, did he? What he melt down about? I didn't see that part.
Oh no, he called himself cussing me out. So, I'm in the chat actually. And Ness was up there and Ness is so jealous of
Oh my
like
God, she jealous of everybody, every woman. That's
mhm.
why she is getting her whole life about Sassy right now, okay? Because she put that picture out that wasn't an ugly picture.
It
You know
wasn't.
what I mean?
It wasn't.
In my opinion, she is such a hater. You know what? You should never be that type of female that have to put down another female because you feel insecure about your looks. You know what I mean?
Well,
You
you
should
know
never
what
be
it
that type
is.
of person.
You know what it is, right? She's always been that way. She's
Yeah,
Haitian, and
yeah.
she's always viewed American Black women, I guess FBAs. She's always looked at us and wanted our style, wanted our charisma, our
Mm-hmm.
femininity. She always wanted our style. She's a
And
mimic.
she got that big dick lip. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Girl, she need to sit the
Looking
hell
like
all the way
a
down,
lopsided
okay?
Daffy Duck over there, looking crazy.
Okay. But
So,
what did Lemon get into it with you about? Because I
well,
didn't.
I'm gonna tell you.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm in the chat. So I made a post yesterday, and I was talking about. I was telling Shakim, I was like, "Listen, if Lemon is sitting up here talking about he wants to come out there and he wants to do physical harm to you, and you know, that's what he's been saying. I want to come out there, beat him up. If anybody jumps
Mm-hmm.
in, you're gonna get
Mm-hmm.
it too." So I was like, Shakim, if I was you, I would call Rob Brax down there.
Mm-hmm.
I would pay Rob Brax. I would keep him liquored up. And I will have him come down there. And we already know whatever Lemon is talking about, we know for a
Mm-hmm.
fact that Rob Brax lives that life. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So she so I'm in the chat, not even really talking about that. But I was like, I'm gonna sponsor Rob Brax. So she's like, "Oh, did you see what Seven said? Did you see what Seven said? She said she's gonna go over there and she's gonna have Rob Brax. She's gonna sponsor him to come and just tell
Mm-hmm.
her, right?"
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
Lemon actually goes, "Wait, hold up. You're gonna you got me messed up. You're gonna have him come down there and did it and fuck you, bitch. And that's
What?
why you faked the pregnancy and you
What?
did this and you did that." And I was like, whoa. But
Wow.
he was up there going in, and I was just like, that's weird. Okay.
Yeah, was he drunk? Of course he was drunk.
Of
Yeah.
course he was drunk, swollen liver, having so.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't got no teeth, and this is all a result of him just being a drunkard. Okay.
Absolutely. Ned
Yeah,
the wino.
lush. So
Mm-hmm.
um yeah, so I was talking to Shakim about it. And then I was over there and me and Ness got into it again. And my whole thing
What
is
y'all getting into it about?
her doing that, I say, I come out here and I purposely don't say your name.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
she's so obsessed with me or anybody like me.
Yeah.
She she has to say our names. Like she can't help herself. She can't contain herself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she more than jealous. She envious of the, quote unquote pretty girls. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And I'm older, child. I'm older, and I have always knew who I was. But she that type of woman that like a lot of women around here, which I'm going to talk about. Because on the end of my video it says something about misogyny overload, And the reason why I said misogyny overload 7 is because of all of these women that are coming at Sassy about her dang on looks. And not only women, the men. I'm thinking, what the hell is this? Take down Sassy? Cause she cute and then she want to say she bougie, or I'm just trying to figure out. I mean, is it that low on content? Because they've been talking about
It,
this girl's looks ever since not 7, ever since Ness dropped that picture of her, which was not ugly.
and here's the thing: there are a plethora of things you can drag Sassy on. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
even her looks. That picture in particular
Mm-hmm.
just wasn't one of them. I think the
I mean,
people are reaching from the
uh,
back seat of the car to the goddamn
yeah,
steering wheel,
it
trying to
ain't
drag
no
that.
content. So they done
Yeah.
took up. But then let me tell you this real quick. This one got me 7. Oh my God. I'm glad you said I'm so glad you said that. Cause the nerve of ghetto ugly ass Pizarro to
Mm.
have her nerve to comment on how Sassy or anybody else look in this sector is beyond me, right? Now we all know that old picture that I got of her. I'm gonna show it to y'all, right?
Mm.
It's her. We know it's her because the voice matched the picture. You know, she sound dusty. She sound broke. She sound like she renting out somebody's basement to live in a garage to live in a car, or she park up. She driving around all day and park at the what do you call those things? The car wash at night because she
Mhm.
really ain't got nowhere to live. You know what I mean? Or something is going on with the bum, right?
Yeah.
So, so she goes on there and says yesterday, I think she was talking about Lemon and his wild eyes or whatever. Uh, and hey y'all, please hit the like button. Be sure the video if you could, right? But she goes on to say, I don't got no what do you call it, buck eyes or buck whatever you call them kind of eyes that he got. I don't have them kind of eyes. I wear glasses, but my glasses is this, that, and the other. I was like, girl, do you realize you're telling on yourself? Now I told these people, I showed these people that this was you, bitch, and then you got mad about it. Every time they show this damn picture, you feel away about it because bitch it's you. Okay, you can't talk about nobody with your ugly motherfucking ass. That's the reason why you scared to show your ugly motherfucking face. Cause bitch, you done talk too damn much. See, that's her right there. Okay,
Oh wow.
that is her. All right,
Oh,
and
she
she
ain't
know
got
it's motherfucking
no.
her.
Oh.
Miss I wear glasses. You sure do, bitch. She said that yesterday on her thing. I'm like, girl, you just verified for the people that this is in fact you, bitch. I've been knowing this you for years. So when they got, but people, the people are easily brainwashed. You know what I mean? And they go on with the fantasy that she portraying. But bitch, this is her ugly duckling ass. Okay,
Damn, I wish we had a better picture, but she looked a
I
little
know.
she looked overweight.
Well, I mean, look at her lips. You know, she got that big. Well, when she talk, it sound like she got her tongue stuck in the roof of her mouth, right? And all this and all that. And them big. Then you ought to hear the audio to it. And then here go these big bug eye glasses and shit. You know that dusty ass hat she be having on because her hair too goddamn nappy. I mean, this is just incredible. And she got the nerve to be talking about anybody. Okay,
Mm,
bitch, please. Are you okay?
yeah.
Child, that's my issue about this bitch. She can't talk about the nerve of this hoe. Okay, but you can't talk about no goddamn body.
I
But
just
anyways,
and okay, so well, in regards to Nestle Snipes, and then we
mm-hmm,
talk about Pizarro. In regards to
yeah,
Nestle Snipes, she
yeah,
has like childhood trauma. Her mother, she's the daughter. She's the only daughter to her mother.
mm-hmm,
I said she embarrassed her mother at a very
mm-hmm,
young age because
mm-hmm.
imagine your only girl, you want to dress her up, get her all pretty, put her on the right path. Nestle came out looking like a nigga. Okay.
Well, ain't nobody never told her that she was pretty. Do you see
Well,
what
she
I'm
she
saying?
never was. That's why.
Yeah,
And she didn't have any edges. Even as a child, she ain't had no edges. She was a
well,
snot nose.
you know what? Let me
She
just
was one
say
of
that
those. She used to
even
walk around with one of them dried up snot nose and them thrift clothes and stuff. Yeah,
uh,
her mama
but
never.
see, well, here's the thing, though. Okay, you know, I mean, I'm not no beauty king. I'm very confident in myself. The one person that told me that I was beautiful, and I could be anything I want to be, that is the one person that never lied to me. So
Hmm.
when that person told me that I was beautiful, my whole life, and I am who I am. I ain't got to be, a beauty queen in the world's eyes, because I had one man that told me I was beautiful, and for as long as I was beautiful to that one man, that was all the self confidence that I needed. Okay, and
Well,
I had been told it since I was a little girl, and that was my daddy. All
I
right.
I
My
actually
daddy ain't never lied to me. Okay. I don't
younger.
care if I looked like Ness. Okay, which I don't. But
No, you
even if I did, I wouldn't be insecure, and I don't obsess. See, I am not here for a motherfucking beauty contest in the first place, right? And then number two, I know exactly who the fuck I am, and it ain't nothing nobody can do to change it, okay? Because if you are not comfortable, you are the only one that got to live with you every single day for the rest of your damn life. And if you are not comfortable with you, I don't know what to tell you. It's unfortunate. And when it comes to somebody like this, she is unfortunate. She is envious and jealous of
Mhm.
every woman that she deems beautiful or prettier than her, which
Mhm.
is a lot of them now online. It's you, it's Sassy. It's a couple of y'all that really stand out to her. It's even Five Babe. Um, she obsesses over y'all. It's because she's envious. And that's a personal issue. Do you see what I'm saying? But to try to put this picture out there of this woman and make it seem like, like she uglier than her, for instance,
Yeah.
because she don't know how to do her edges or whatever, or didn't like the weave or whatever the hell was going on,
And
you know.
notice how that wasn't a filtered down picture. Like that's the
Yeah,
only
it wasn't
way.
even filtered
Yeah,
down. But
that's the only
Nessa's
way
pictures
Ness
are
can come
filtered down.
online. That's the only way Ness can come online is if she has filtered down. She got to come on
Mm-hmm.
strong face filter, very strong.
Oh, it's
Something that's
strong,
gonna
and it's
smooth out
all
all that
light, and it's
skin.
how many? It's about 20 shades lighter. Girl,
Yeah.
you can't even be proud of your skin tone. Are you okay?
So I'm looking at the picture now. Yes, she could use a little bit of castor oil for her edges, but it's not a far fetched thing that as you get older, your edges start thinning out, especially if you are used to always getting your hair done. That's not, I'm just looking at this from a realistic standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I
Mm-hmm.
can't stand Sassy, and she's one of those people you can drag her on anything, but that
Right. But
picture in particular is something
yeah.
you can't drag her. And that's girl, we
Well,
see you, in here going off under the troll pages. It's okay.
was she in here going off
We
on
gonna
the
get
troll
this work
page?
this morning. So you just sit back
Mm.
and relax. But go ahead, Olivia.
My thing is, okay, so the women are very catty, right? And some women are envious and jealous of other women, right? And so
Yeah,
they want to knock her down a peg or two, because she put on a whole bougie act, right? And then here's the thing: people don't you guys realize that if you have to say you bougie, bitch, you're not bougie. Okay,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
okay. I'm just
I
saying.
just think it's
So
crazy that people are real. And then you got people. I mean, even last night I heard Yaya say that picture was atrocious, and I'm like,
what?
whoa. And let me
Yeah, yeah. You know what? I heard that. Oh my God,
tell
Sylvan,
you,
let me say this. I forgot about that too, girl. I'm so
I,
glad you hit this
when
damn
I
link
tell
this
you, I
morning.
have listen. I have no issues with Yaya. I promise you. But I
I
gotta
don't
call
either.
spade to spade. Her
But let
camera.
me tell you something. Did you
Yeah,
see Yaya's camera slip?
that's what I was getting to.
She looked like fucking buckwheat, literally, in that camera slip.
She looked like
And you
Baby
want to say
Love.
Sassy's video, her hair or whatever was atrocious? Did she use the wrong one? See, maybe the word was too big for her, right? Maybe she didn't understand the definition of atrocious, right? But bitch, that goddamn screen, the camera slip of hers, bitch, that was atrocious, bitch. Okay.
I just hate that she said that because I'm up.
Uh,
Yaya is kind of one of them people who can go up on those panels and she's kind of just she says what you think. You know what I mean?
uh-huh,
And I hate
uh-huh.
that she came for her like that and said, "Oh, it was atrocious." I'm like, bro, why did you do
Yeah,
that?
that was out of order. That was the wrong word, in my opinion. Maybe she used the wrong word. But then, if you notice, she got really, really mad when Sassy said that her, camera slip was atrocious. Because, goddamn it, it was. But she, but she, because I'm just telling the truth, right? Hey, you know what I mean? None of these people that I'm talking about, including Sassy, none of them don't fool with the oracle, okay? And I don't give a fuck. But right is right, right don't wrong no damn body, okay? Yeah, yeah, girl. I'm glad you feeling better, and you better. I'm glad you able to pound a whore again. But
Mhm.
atrocious was the wrong word coming from somebody like you, bitch. I'm
It
just
was
saying.
horrible.
Hey, Dr. Sophie.
So yeah, that's the only point that I wanted to make because
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like photo was. Her photo just wasn't that bad. And
Mm-hmm. Oh, Ness is in here. She
if
said it's 6
anybody in here is
a.m.
upset about it, that's simply because I'm telling the
Listen,
truth.
7. Ness is in here. She said it's 6 a.m. and 7.
I know.
Is still embarrassed about me dragging last night. Meanwhile, she has a dog
Under
filter on
she's
her picture.
listen, she's up here under her account and two other troll accounts. That's how I knew it was her. She's
Oh.
yeah, the girl has issues. She has mental issues in real life. And people
Well,
actually
then
want
she.
to go on vacation with this crazy
Mm-hmm.
person, this crazy envious person who will throw anybody under the bus.
Mm-hmm.
Now something's going on with her and Lemon and Shakim, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Well, in the
so
first place, I don't think that number one, I don't think that Lemon is going on to Ness's Cation to fight Shakim or nothing. He's just talking about her. See, him and Ness, I can understand if they friends or frenemies or whatever, because both of them they got the same kind of spirit. You know what I mean?
wait a
And
minute.
you can hit the
Yeah, I want
link
you
if
to
you
listen to
want to,
this.
Seven. You can hit the link. You probably won't, but you can. Hey, Doctor Soap, y'all please hit the like, but share the video.
So
They same kind of
a
got the
little bit.
envious.
I want you to listen to this, okay?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
So they said Ness disinvited Lemon because Lemon was pretty much, making threats towards Shakim.
right.
So Shakim tells Ness to go and re-invite Lemon. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Mm-hmm.
I guess nobody knew this, but people were like kind of wondering. So it kind of fell back. The blowback was on Ness because it was like, okay, yeah, you want drama between these two dudes, right? But it was
Mhm.
really,
Mm.
Shakim, and he was telling her, go ahead and invite him back because now I want to call his bluff. I'm going to see if
Mm.
one, he's going to show up, if
Mhm.
two, if he's actually going to carry out these threats,
Mhm.
and if neither one of those things happen, it's going to look really bad on him. And I actually
Mhm.
thought that was pretty genius.
I do too because I don't blame him for calling him Alice because he was lying. He was talking all tough Tony and tough turkey. I ain't going to jail. I want him to match his energy, and I'm a
Mhm.
this and I'm a that and blah blah this and blah blah that. And then Ness was feeding into it, and she disinvited him. Because of what he said. He wasn't ever coming in the first place. She even
That's
said
what I
herself he
feel.
wasn't coming in the first place. You know what I mean? So
Well,
I guess
listen,
I
they're
really.
trying to get him to book his ticket right now, so they're
Yeah, she
asking
tried.
her
Now
like,
I heard her on one of them videos trying to get him to book his ticket, but he never did.
mm-mm,
Instead, on the video that I saw, he chose to cuss out and disrespect Tracy. Tracy got back with him a little bit. Then she dropped down, and then she got back up and said, "Where's my cash app that you promised me 2 days ago?" I said, "Bitch, y'all please hit the like button. Please share the video if you could." Right. So Tracy, pretty much now, I realize that she don't care what he say or whatever, as long as she get her cash apps or whatever. I don't really know what kind of foolery they got going on over there, but honey, he is way too disrespectful. But let me tell you this, Sam, and I'm prophesying this right now, and I ain't no prophet, right?
mm-hmm,
By the time January or February or whatever else come, there
mm-hmm.
will be no limitation in Vegas or no damn where else, okay?
Oh
Just
my
like he
God,
wasn't never
talk
planning on
about
going
that.
to,
Can
I
we
don't
talk
think,
about
huh?
that? I said, can we talk about that for a minute?
Yeah, but let me finish this last sentence, and I want you to take it over. Right,
Yeah.
just like I don't believe that he was never coming to Nescation to run down on motherfucking Shaquille with his big Tyrannosaurus, overweight, bloated, BBL body ass. Okay, he was just talking, but he is thin skinned, and he can't stand when nobody talk about him. Okay, in any other way that's not praising him, because he is thin skinned motherfucker. But if he was to run down there on Shakim, which I wish he would, and I imagine Shakim would too, but
Mhm.
just cause he little don't mean he can't whoop his ass. He can drop that motherfucker down on his knees, jump on top of him with his little bitty self, and beat him out in his goddamn bug eyes in the top of their head, maybe snatch off that motherfucking do rag and knock the rest of them goddamn teeth out. Don't underestimate a little bitty short motherfucker. Cause they'll fuck you up. But
Well,
anyway, go ahead.
let me say that first of all, Shakim has really glowed up. I mean, have you been over there? I recently went back over there and I saw like his shorts and stuff. This dude has been
Mm.
in the gym like
I see.
real heavy.
I seen a shot. I seen a shot of him working out in the gym. He muscled up and stuff with his little bitty self,
Yeah,
and that's why I
yeah,
say he can tackle lemon motherfucking ass to the ground. Okay, jump on top of that bitch and choke the shit out of him. Okay, kick him in his goddamn knee. He's so goddamn swollen, bloated. And when you real tall like that, sometimes you got bad knees, especially when you carry extra weight and shit. He
yeah.
fuck him up. He can fuck him up. Okay.
I think Shakim looks really really great, and that has to like it's something about like when somebody you used to talk to or somebody you used to know kind of glows up on you like that. You're still in this same state of like mind, right? Like you drink every day. The drinking has gotten really excessive.
Yeah, he a drunk.
Yeah, he's a drunk, and
He's
then
a straight up drunk. He's an alcoholic. Yes.
you see Shakim over here, and he's like hitting the gym, living his life.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's really kind of improving for him. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, but that has to feel some type of way, especially when you're out here claiming to be like the king of, the beef sector. But I said this last night. In order for Ness to sit up and say something like that, like I mean, just completely obsessed with me. I can't even talk in the chat without her being like, "Oh, Seven said this, Seven said
But what
that."
actually? What? Tell me. I don't.
But listen,
What?
listen to what I'm about to say. Okay,
Okay.
if he could sit up there and get that upset at the idea that I would tell Rob Rax to show up in
Mm-hmm.
Seattle for
Mm-hmm.
Shakim, that
Mm-hmm.
to me lets me know that he is very much threatened by Rob Rax.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
He's very much threatened because you pop all of this big ish, but you already know Rob Rax is really about that life. That's why I suggested he go.
Well,
And if
he's a bully.
you see what I'm saying? And if I could suggest, that's like me. That's like somebody saying, I'm sitting up here talking about how crazy I am, and I'm gonna beat you up, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do that. And then somebody suggests, hey, well, hey, Clarissa Shields is gonna be in town, and she watches the beef sector. Why don't you get Clarissa Shields up there? I would get
Right.
angry because I would be intimidated by a Shields. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna mask it at just being mad and going off on you. That's how it is with Lemon. He is intimidated by someone like Rob Brax because he's
Mm-hmm.
real life that guy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But go off.
Yep. But and then when it comes to living, in my opinion, I think he still want up to I think he still wants to boink what is his name? Shakim at the end of the day.
Of
As far as
course.
I still think he got some kind of sexual attraction to him. And I don't think Lemon got Shakim got no sexual attraction towards him. And like I always said, I feel like he added Shakim in order to try to save himself. I mean, it didn't work. We've been knowing he fruity, but I really think he did that, and that was really messed up. And so,
I mean, when he did that, that really should have been everybody's
yeah,
sign
that was
that
trash.
yeah.
Hmm.
Because at that point, I think they were cool or they were
Yeah,
cordial and they would just kind of
came
have
back from the trip, and then
yeah.
he started threatening to say, expose, what he had on his computer. You know what I mean? And Shaquem went away for a little while. So I feel like, I mean, he really violated him. So I don't care what nobody say. I don't care if he talk about Lemon forever. He got a right to get his get back, okay?
But
And because he shouldn't have done that.
you know what? Now that I think about it, Olivia, I know for a fact that Lemon is not going on this trip now because
Absolutely.
because he kind of snaked uh Shakim
Mm-hmm.
with that before. This time
Mm-hmm.
around, Shakim knows exactly who he's dealing with. And
Oh,
he
and did you see? I don't mean to interrupt, but this how you know Ness is messy, right? And I
mhm,
don't have nothing against Ness really or none of these people, but I'm
I do.
telling my damn
Go
truth. That's
off.
why they don't like the Oracle, because I don't play that fake fuckery that they all going on. I saw a thing going down my timeline. I think it was on J Dunn page where Ness admitted that she was fake, to everybody, and she don't care who knows it. But bitch, we been knowing that, okay?
Yeah.
And so that ain't nothing new. I mean, you can't stand Pizarro. You feel the way about Pizarro, I guess, cause of her lives, her channel or whatever.
Mhm.
The bitch don't like nobody. She don't even like her goddamn self. Okay. I mean, I don't even mean no harm, but it's
Well,
just the
hey, my
truth.
girl, and we know that's you, Nash. You might just come back on your regular page. You're doing the mo. We literally know that's you. We
Mm,
know it's you. Nash got seven in her girl. We know that's you. Come on out
I
of
didn't
the
even know it
closet.
was her. I don't know none of these goddamn troll pages because I don't.
It's her, but let me just say this.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I'm telling you, she has a certain type of animosity towards women who are native to this land, who were born here. You know what I mean?
But we
Like,
gonna talk about these misogynistic females, okay?
yeah, but
We just ain't got to it yet.
I just think she does this to everybody. Okay, um,
Mm-hmm.
people been knew she was fake. She'll do anything for content. She's still sitting up there talking about, oh, you showed me your ass. You showed me your ass. We had a video call one day, and I showed her what a real ass is supposed to look like because she doesn't have one. So
Mm.
I had on jeans and a sweatshirt and stuff. She's making it seem like I was busting it down on some stripper type. You know what I mean? Like she's just a
And
weirdo.
why she going around act like she all lesbian and all of this and all that when she knows she want a
That's
boyfriend at this?
because she's a prostitute. That's because she's an ex
Exactly.
prostitute. Yeah, no,
Exactly.
let's really just talk about this.
It's the
Okay,
truth. That's the
she
truth.
she is an ex prostitute who
Mm-hmm.
sucked penis for drugs. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
she is a ex lot lizard. Okay, she doesn't feel secure enough to have a boyfriend. Could you imagine Ness in a non toxic relationship? I can't.
No. Not
Okay,
with a woman or a man.
so now she's sitting up here talking about she likes women because the men who used to sleep with her, they never came back. You know what I mean? It
Mm.
was the one. She knows her vagina is trash.
Well,
Okay,
and then she showed out her business on YouTube, and that's why she don't like old beef sector people because they
because we
remember.
remind her. Yeah,
Yes, that's
yeah,
why she started this 2.0 shit, right? Because
yeah.
she wanted to go away, but in the beef sector, the shit don't never go away. Okay, it just is what the fuck it is, bitch. You shouldn't have put it out there. I don't know why people overshare like that. If you don't want nobody to know your business, then don't put it out. You had the nerve to put out there when you was sleeping in the yard of your mama house. Like, why would you do
Okay.
that?
No, she was out there sleeping in the yard. She was sleeping on the
Yeah,
porch like a dog. Her mother
yeah,
did not want her in the house. See, she can sit up and bring up my history all she wants to. Oh, your uncle came out here and said you had tampons. Do I look like the type of chick who would have tampons anywhere? And even
no,
I don't
under
even
a bed.
I don't even wear tampons. Like, let's just be clear about that.
Uh,
He came out here and got caught in so many lies. That's why he had to disappear the way that he did. He took that woman's money and he disappeared.
right.
Yeah, you see, she can't get him back on here to tell them lies again because first of all, he got to remember them. He can't remember all the lies he told. So,
And plus, that man done moved on.
and I've already talked to him since then. And I said, "Why did you do that?" You know what I mean? Like, "Oh, I didn't
But
do that."
why
Yeah,
did he
you
say
did.
he did that though? Why
Oh,
why did he say he
let
did
me
that to
tell
you?
you. Let me tell you what happened. He thought he was having a conversation with her.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, she had him on a camera phone, VS.
Yeah. Yeah.
What she was doing was while she was having a conversation with him, she was recording it from another device. So he was telling her all them lies about.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happened. So when she's holding up the camera phone like that,
Mm-hmm.
understand he's not talking to YouTube. He's talking
Mm-hmm.
to her and he's giving her whatever he thinks she needs so he can get that money.
And then
Okay?
plus try to hype him up, talking about
You
something,
see what I'm
create your
saying? Yeah,
channel
and
and
which is scandalous too, but she was recording it from another device on
mm-hmm.
YouTube. That's what happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I've
Well
already talked to him.
the
Uh-huh.
whole thing was a hot mess, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but here's the
And
thing. here's the thing. If you want to believe I would be capable of doing something like that, leaving dirty tampons underneath a mattress, like that's
That
crazy.
don't even sound right to me for nobody.
It
And hope
really
it
does.
don't sound right. I don't want to put that on not just only you, but any woman at all. And it is something that a man would say. And why would you come
You
up with
feel
some
me?
bullshit like that?
That's what I'm saying. So if
I'm
you
just talking
want
about in
make
general.
you sleep better at night, that you can spew that kind of those kind of lies on someone like me, then do what you got to do. But we gonna tell the truth about you, and the truth is, and we've even heard it out of your own mouth, that you
Mm-hmm.
sleeping on the porch.
Yeah, we
Your
seen it.
mother hated you. She wanted
We,
you out of the house.
we,
She
we,
didn't
we
care
seen
where
it.
you went.
Can you imagine your own mama making you live in the back? How bad do you have to be
Like a
to for
dog.
your own mama got you sleeping in the backyard like a dog, and then trying to even evict you out the backyard? Can you?
Uh,
What do you have to be doing?
had her out there like a
I
dog.
can't
That's how much
imagine
your
nobody doing
mother,
their kid like
you
it.
feel me? Your own mother didn't
Yeah, I
care
mean, how
where
does
you
that
went.
work though? Like, can
She
we
just
take it?
wanted you out of her space. That's your mother. Okay.
Damn.
My mother did horrible and atrocious things, but guess what? My mother wanted me, and I wasn't even her baby.
Hmm.
She wanted me out of the womb. Your mother couldn't stand you. You were snot nosed, edgeless, ugly Wesley Snipes looking little girl, and she was embarrassed by you. And then here's the thing. She wanted you to be on the right path, because them Haitians, or a lot of them foreign people who come to this
Mm,
country, they
yeah,
want you to go to school and make straight A's and make something
yeah.
of yourself, become
And
like a
just let me say this
OBGYN or
too.
something
Let me
like
say this too. Why you say that? Seven is not stupid. I think that she was when she was a very rebellious person, which led her down the wrong path. You know what I mean? And I think
But
that
what
when
wrong
she
path? Wait a minute. What wrong path? Because
what
I
wrong
grew
path
up.
was drugs and alcohol and
Oh,
being
I was
out
about
here
to say, I thought she was talking
whoring and
about me.
stuff.
I thought you were saying seven, because the wrong path.
No, no, Ness.
I've never been a
I'm talking.
prostitute.
Did I say seven? I meant Ness. I think
Yeah.
she was.
Okay. Okay.
Ness was very rebellious. I know if I said seven, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I think that Ness was very rebellious. I think that she didn't, listen to her mom. I think that for
She did.
whatever reason, whatever kind of trauma she went to, it got so bad to where first her mama had her out in the backyard, and then she just couldn't take it no more. She, finally had to get rid of her. And I think when she finally got rid of her, it caused Seven to be homeless. And when you become homeless, you do what you have to do to survive on the street. I think she got addicted to, drugs. I don't know about alcohol, but definitely drugs,
Yeah.
and that led her down to the only thing. Let me say this, Seven. The only thing I feel like Ness did right, back then, because she also documented, the unfortunate relationship that she had when she had her child. I
Mm-hmm.
think that the only thing that she did right, and people talk about her not having her child, right? But in my opinion, and I mean this, and this is not no shade, the only thing that I ever seen her do right, or even heard her talk about online when it concerns her life, is when she gave her son to her family to raise. Because I wouldn't want any child to be raised in that type of toxic environment.
But
And I mean that.
Olivia, she didn't even do that right, because let me tell you how that worked. When she had that little boy, the
Mm.
little boy had drugs in his system. They was gonna come take him away anything anyway. The little
But
boy was born with drugs in his
now,
system.
I
The
didn't hear
state,
about that. I didn't
state
hear
was
about
gonna
that.
take.
But
Listen to
like I
me.
just
Oh,
let me segue. Hold
listen.
up, wait a minute. No, I don't want to talk about that really.
The state was
Uh,
gonna take him away. Her brother stepped up and took the
hmm
little boy in.
And
So she
I'm just
didn't
saying,
even
I'm
do that
glad. I'm glad.
right. Okay.
However it happened, I'm glad that that baby is with, family. I'm glad that he was not fostered out to non-family members. I'm glad that he is with his family. I feel like
Yeah,
he's very,
shout
it
out
seems
to the
like
big
he's
brother.
very
Shout out to
loved
the
and
big brother.
yeah, yeah, very loved and very taken care of. You know what I mean? So when people saying you ain't got your child, you need to raise your child. No, she don't. She don't need to. She
No,
did the right thing.
absolutely
Leave that
not.
boy where he is.
Do
Leave
you
him
remember,
alone.
Olivia? Do you remember when he used to call her? And this was like a few years ago. she used to get these phone calls from him, and he would want to talk to her. And she would be like, okay, babe, but I can I call you back? I'm on live right now. This happened like 2 or 3 times where
Mm.
she prioritized YouTube, and she wasn't even making money back then. She prioritized YouTube over her own child. He would call just to simply speak with her. She'd be like, let me call you back. I'm live right now. I'm on YouTube. This happened 3 years ago. We've seen this with our own eyes.
Well, I hate that. I'm just glad the
Yeah,
baby. I'm just glad the baby is somewhere safe. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's the only thing that she did right. But you have to take accountability for your life, and I'm just keeping it a buck right now. So it don't, man. You can't rewind. See, the thing about when she be hollering about, and then people think she was just saying this to be very flippant when she be saying she 28 years old and all of this and all of that. I think she wrote. I think she be wanting to be stuck on that age. She probably in her late 30s, early 40s for real. But I think she really feels like, now that she's gotten herself somewhat together, that she could redo her past. But it ain't no redo. You get one shot at it, you know. And so, like, I really believe it. But I'm glad she getting herself together. I don't wish bad on nobody for real. But you can't get on here. And then let me tell you something else I didn't appreciate too. What I'm thinking about it.
yeah.
Then she don't have no compassion for nobody. Cause I want to say shout out to what is her name? Shout out to Lovely Love for coming on here. And I seen a little bit of, and it made me cry. I couldn't watch the whole thing, but I seen a little bit of Lovely Love's video when she was thanking everybody for the love and support, and she was talking about her double mastectomy, which I hope saves her life. And she was sharing it, and she was saying how much people's well wishes for her meant to her, and all of this and all of that, right? And shout out, and we love you, love you, love. I don't care what nobody say. See, that's a real event right there. And for a woman to have to undergo something like that to save her life, that is not light. That is not a light thing, okay? For her to come on here, which I don't know why she did it, but for whatever reason she did, this is her sector, and she wanted to share. You don't know who life you can save, honestly. By showing that, and but God bless you, baby. And I hope that the trauma that you went through having to do that double mastectomy saves your life. God bless you for sharing your story. You know what I mean? Love you, love. I'm talking to you right now. And that just made me, I just cannot, because I have had a couple of friends have to deal with cancer, right? And so but Ness, they was I think that it was on Lemon's panel, I believe, and he was talking about asking Ness did she see Lovely Love's video, and
Mhm.
Ness's response was something like, "Oh, she's still the same old evil, whatever it was." That she said it was very, very flippant. It was very unsympathetic. You know what I mean?
Oh
And
wow.
you don't
I
never
didn't
know
hear
what
that.
situation. Yeah, it was very mean spirited. Okay, it was mean spirited. Let me put it that way. And I feel like she was wrong for that. Because we roast and gag and drown her down here. We've been doing it. Everybody then docs all this and all that. But something like that, girl, you could go through that. You know what I mean? Like you never know. You got to watch your mouth sometime, cause the tongue is powerful. Okay, they put so many chemicals in everything that we eat. Especially us melanated people. So many chemtrails in the air. And I just, girl, I'm like, really? Did you have to be that mean spirited about the situation? I'm like, bitch, damn. Don't you have this bitch done been through so? Let me tell you something. Life done made Ness so hard that she really don't give a fuck about nobody or herself. That's why she's so cold hearted. But that right there, I was like, wow, no, she didn't go to with Lovely Love, but I'm sorry, but I just really want to say that about Lovely Love, and that she was wrong for that bitch. Okay, you always talking about God this, and you act like, and you act just like Sassy too. You want to be bougie bitch too. You want to be better than somebody else too. Be calling. She used to have it bad calling people this trash and y'all this and y'all that. Bitch, the whole time you be talking about your motherfucking self, bitch. Okay, now I don't care what you go over there and say about me, cause bitch, I don't give a fuck. And we all know a hoe, but you don't like my truth, just like these other hoes don't like my motherfucking truth. Okay? But bitch, you is trash for doing lovely love, saying that stuff out of your mouth, bitch. Okay, and then you wonder why you done had a hard life. Bitch, you the one that had to move from state to state, playing this homeless shelter games, bitch. That's how you got to motherfucking Seattle. See, I know how you got to Seattle, okay? You done went to said you want to be clean in a drug rehab and a homeless shelter, and you done picked a drug rehab to go to, as far away from wherever it was you was doing the drugs in the hopes trying to get clean, right? Now I know she said at one point she started out in Miami, and I guess she done traveled round and round, and she done got to the point to where I guess you figured, what, I really got to get my shit together. I'm getting too old for this life. I can't do it no more. So let me just try it. So she's working, which is good. She's somewhat is see. Here's the thing, and then if you really want to be, um in total remission from alcohol and drugs. You can't keep fooling with the. You are. Do you know that you are a functioning addict right now, Ness? Because you still is drinking alcohol. You still smoke marijuana. You talking about you doing shrooms, bitch. You are really slowly finding your path back to whatever hard drugs that you used to do when you call yourself getting clean. I just want you to know for
Want to
real,
know why?
because I used to be an alcohol and drug counselor, but you slowly working your way back, Ness. You better
You
get your shit
wanna know
together.
why, Olivia?
Huh?
You want to know why?
Why is it?
Well, if you take a look at Ness, I mean, aside from the strong filters that she puts on her face,
Mm-hmm.
Ness is getting bigger, and she cannot lose the weight. She can't go to the gym. She can't diet. It's not working for her for
Well, it
whatever.
just means that she's somewhat healthy. She ain't doing like cocaine and
Yeah,
heroin and stuff right now.
for whatever reason,
Mm-hmm.
she is gaining the weight, and she does not like it. Especially
Well,
she's
yeah,
trying
no, she don't
to
like it. You can tell she don't like
patience
it.
and
Yeah.
stuff. She wants to look a certain type of way when she meets these people in person.
Mm-hmm.
So now
Because she
it's
insecure about herself.
yeah. So
But
now
she ought to be happy that she gaining the weight and stuff. She ought to take it as a badge of honor because she ain't doing them goddamn hard drugs
well,
right now.
she's turning into that big back that she once was. Remember she was the
Well,
big
she that
fat
big back that
lumberjack.
she be calling everybody else. That's what she turning into.
Yeah, she turned into the big
Cause she
back.
got an issue with
So
weight. Yes, she
she's probably
does.
she will be smoking crack again very soon.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, she's slowly sliding down that path again.
Yeah,
Okay.
now she's sitting up here talking about she's making money, which I believe she's making a little something. She probably a little
I mean,
20.
she
She
got a
probably
good little decent job enough to support
she
herself. She
probably
got a car.
she probably a
She
little
got an
20.
apartment. That's a good
She
thing.
she's a little $21 an hour call center hoe.
But
Okay.
whatever she doing, it's working for her right now. She ain't homeless on the side of the street. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
down her for that.
So
I'm not.
I
I'm.
think I think what's gonna end up happening is she's gonna go back to the drugs.
Yeah, I think so too.
She's making too much money right now off of
Uh,
YouTube and cash apps and
yeah.
stuff. She
Mm.
came on here, and it's funny because even in that same live, she's talking about, oh, Lemon's up there talking about he makes this on his AdSense. Well, guess what? I make that every 2 weeks, and and then turn around and say, hey, can somebody sponsor my hotel room?
Well, I mean, she ain't never gonna get out. They all big. Just let me say, even Sassy was around there. Lemon offered to pay her. Was it her airfare or whatever, or a hotel, well, whatever. You know what I mean? But he supposed to be daddy big bucks around here. You know what I mean? And the reason why Seven, she got her tribe over there, and some, train wrecks. These train wrecks around like Pizarro, Lemon, Nest. The reason why they have such a tribe, in my opinion, is that a lot of those people that cash out them and support them, a lot of them people feel sorry for them, right? And that's the reason why they treat him like that. Um, and as far as Lemon go, he is just absolutely disgusting to me. Like I can't with this nigga. So,
So I have a theory about this Vegas thing that's going
mm-hmm.
on. Okay,
Child, he
okay. So
making
me
content.
me and Shakim was kind of talking about this last night, but I'll go ahead and share it with you.
Mm-hmm.
He has pretty much agreed to purchase the hotel rooms and the flights for Tracy,
Mm-hmm.
Sassy. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
if she's getting a hotel room, but she's getting a flight. And then
Mm-hmm.
and now Lolo has been added to that.
Mm.
Initially, he did not want to pay for Lolo. Okay.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Asked him about paying for Lolo, he was very silent. He did not want to answer. And then he was like, "You guys are messy. You guys are
Mm.
messy." Now, here's the thing: the whole Lolo situation. I have zero beef with Lolo, but I thought
Mm-hmm.
that her having mobility issues the first time around, I didn't think she could keep up with those people. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And her back was aching, and she had to go up to her hotel
I
room. And
can't even believe that she would entertain going on another trip with Lemon the way he talked about her.
you feel me?
I can't even believe that.
But these are women who have accepted their grapings, and they have accepted uh these, when a woman like Lolo comes from a different time, where women were more accepting of being talked to crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, her and Krista. See, we all about the same age, but I don't know what kind of life they led. They used to being disrespected. And you can tell, a woman of any age, if you have any type of self worth, you won't allow yourself to be treated that way online or offline. Cause I wish a motherfucker would. Cause you talk crazy to me, bitch. I'm not calling you a bitch. I'm
Yeah.
talking more crazy to you. Okay, like I started out in the ministry. Okay, and I gained my respect, motherfucking over there. Cause I would beat your ass with these words. Okay, cause I know you ain't shit, nigga. That misogyny shit don't work for me. And as far as for somebody like Lemon, and that ain't just Lolo and what's the girl's name? Krista. All them bitches over there and the men that stand for this drunk motherfucker talking shit just cause they want to be in the chat. Cause he getting the numbers right now. So you so dedicated to this YouTube app, you don't mind making yourself look stupid and being talked too crazy, and he say he got all the money and y'all doing all this begging, and he pay what he can. I wonder if he paid Teresa that cash app yet, right? He's so disgusting that you pay people to stay around. They keep giving this disrespectful ass. And why did he get so many motherfucking passes? You know why? Just cause he a man, okay? And he's
It's
still a Fruit Loop,
like
but he
it's
get all them
weird.
passes
It's
cause he a
weird.
man. Like,
Let me tell you something. Her and Tracy sit up on that panel like they're his, like some type of Charlie's Angels or something. Like they're like,
yeah, he talk real
no,
crazy. I would
like
have
they're
cut.
these goddamn kept ass women who, you know what I mean? It's very
Girl,
strange, and it's like y'all are playing yourselves. But I guess when you get that old and that desperate
no, that
and
don't
that
have.
lonely, that you settle for these type of things.
I wouldn't give a damn if I wasn't married. You know what I mean? I don't give a damn if I lived alone or whatever the case may be. I still would not allow myself to be disrespected online like that. Because my self worth and my self esteem is worth more than a clown, corny ass, wild eyed motherfucking fat ass motherfucking gay ass nigga to be fucking talking crazy. I would cut him up. Now Tracy had to pull herself back from the video that I heard when he was talking crazy to her because he got mad. He said he don't like him when he start talking about people and see she say she like him and all of this and all that. And I kind of get that because he's so thin skinned. So of course he gonna get mad, just like he say he mad at Nika because she didn't share, his video, but he shared Shaquem video and all this and all that. And Nika really, none of them people that be talking about Krista can't talk about Krista because they act just like her. So
Hmm.
it's crazy to me the disrespect level, and then the niggas that allow the disrespect. I was like, what the hell? And then Lolo, for her to go on that trip for him to talk about her like that, and she to be his ace boom coon now, that is beyond me. I'm like, girl, if you don't sit your stupid ass down somewhere, anything for a click and a motherfucking view. Okay.
And the funny thing about it is, like, younger women, we just don't have the patience to stroke a man's ego to get like breadcrumbs from.
Mm-mm.
Like, we can go out and get the money ourselves, but it seems like they're playing the long game and they're
Hmm. But
ego.
some of them young, Pizarro do it. You know what I mean? She
Yeah.
young, she stroking. You know what I mean? It's a couple of them over there. Do it. It ain't all older women over there in this chat. They be taking this bull crap. It's some younger ones over there too. But that just goes to show you the lack of home training, the lack of self worth, the lack of self love. You know what I mean? And it's just like when I was talking about the misogyny thing. And then how the hell now? I don't know if you heard about this or not, Seven. But why are they now wanting to do a Kevin Samuels type panel talking about a high value men and women? I'm thinking, excuse me, y'all. I mean, like, I'm confused. And then they letting these motherfuckers. And then I listened to Binary this morning when he was breaking down, what he felt. What he felt was what is the girl's name? We was talking about her. What he felt about Sassy, and Sassy ain't this and Sassy ain't that, and the internet, her avatar done took her over. We know he's a he-man black
Oh,
woman
okay.
hater, right?
I need a favor, just really
Mm-hmm,
quick. I need you to
mm-hmm.
post his video on the community wall because I cannot find his channel for anything.
Just go in the YouTube search thing and type in Binary, just Binary.
I do, and everything else comes up. That's why
Do you type in binary code?
yeah, and then a whole bunch of matrix stuff comes up.
Hmm. I know how I found it. I just typed in binary and I kept scrolling down, and I eventually, seen his avatar or whatever.
So
You
wait a
gotta
minute. He's
scroll.
pretty much going off saying that Sassy's not as bomb as he thought she would be. Is
Yeah,
that
and not only him, they said ZX and what's the other fat man did it too. This got the wife, Brooks' husband, said ZX and Malik ZX had a video, and they were over there critiquing her looks and all of this and all that. And I'm thinking, why are y'all so obsessed about this woman and her damn looks? Y'all are he-man black women hater. And thinking about Malik, nigga, you got a whole motherfucking wife. I don't see how Brooke can let you be online discussing another woman's looks.
girl? Brooke
I don't
don't
care if
give
you
it.
saying something bad or not. Why the
Brooke
fuck
don't
is
give
you
it.
focused on this bitch? Are
Yeah,
you
Brooke don't
okay?
give a damn about that nigga. Brooke out doing whatever the hell she want to
I
do.
know, but it's just a fact. I mean, I don't even understand the concept of marriage. Okay, like I don't get it with them. Like I don't understand this online thing. My husband would never. Okay, because he's not he don't do Facebook. He don't like to do tech. He old school. Okay, and this is my thing right here. When he in the house, I don't do this thing, right? Because he don't want to hear it, and I respect that, right? And but Malik Honey, he be all invested, and I mean, it's
Yeah,
like their
no,
whole
no.
relationship is centered around the internet.
Malik is definitely messy as fuck. Like,
Like a bitch. They
yeah,
sound
like
like
a
a
second
bitch.
woman. Yeah, he's messy as fuck, and they can sit up there and try to make it seem like it's all manly, and it's
It's
not.
not.
They're goddamn
They
gossiping
said they
men.
said ZX and him was talking about her makeup.
Yeah, they were. Well, it wasn't him. Yeah, I think he was kind of in the chat, probably co-signing it a lot.
Hmm.
But yeah, no, ZX was definitely over there. And then I think Beachy went up there and said something, and I have to get up there and get on her ass because Beach
Oh,
is
did you
another.
hit the link?
Yeah, Beach is
Oh,
another one
tell me
who
what
looks.
happened, please. How did it get started?
I just think it's crazy because okay, so
Because I refuse to go to ZX. Just
let
let
me
me
tell you
say.
something.
Hmm.
ZX was over there going off about her looks, oh her
Okay.
edges
What
don't.
was he saying?
I just think, ZX was just being ZX. And, he's
Mm-hmm.
funny. And I can appreciate funny. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So Beach got hit with so many stray bullets that he was shooting at Sassy that she sends him a photo, and obviously it was a filtered photo because he wouldn't even confirm it, which I know. I was like, did she send you a filtered photo? He didn't say anything. So she sends him a filtered photo, and she's like, and then she goes up on the panel and she's like, yeah, you sending all these shots at her, but
Oh, wait. She hit the panel too?
yeah, she hit the panel.
Oh,
She's like,
wow.
okay, so you saying all this about her, but I wear blush and I wear this and I wear that, and I was like, damn. So he going at Sassy hard, but the straight bullets hits uh what's that girl's name? Beachy.
Uh-huh.
So I went up there and I was like, girl, do you really think you look better than this picture?
Mm.
You got the wrong color contacts all up in your eye. Okay.
Lord.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Got split ends. He's sitting up. I said if you was to wake up on ZX's pillow, maybe it looked like Picasso painted it.
Mm. Mm.
I don't understand why black women wear blush, black girls don't have rosy cheeks. I don't understand why y'all wear blush, but that's not for me to understand. That's just something
Mm,
y'all do. But it's not that big of a deal, you know. But
mm,
yeah, she's wearing blush, and you know, she goes for a glossy type of like lip gloss because she wants to look young. She doesn't want to do
mm,
that, you know, like
mm,
this woman is damn near 50, you know. I
mm.
just
Yo,
thought
you
it
talking about
was a beach.
beach?
Yeah.
Mm.
She's over
Well,
there
you know
looking
she think
bloated.
you think she she thinks she a sex goddess or whatever.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I
she's
don't.
over there looking bloated. Yeah, because she got some she got a pair of boobs, and you know that's about it.
Yeah, shit, we all got boobs.
She's
I
another
feel
one.
about.
She another one who can't put the fried chicken down. She over there looking crazy by the neck. Okay, real bloated. Okay, so
Mm,
I just thought the whole thing was interesting. So Beach was pretty much saying like, no, I was coming up here and I was taking up for Sassy. I said,
mm.
I guess she was, but I heard Beach say that Sassy had a hard face. I
Oh
heard her say
wow! Oh
that.
wow! Really?
She said out of her mouth, yeah, the face is kind of hard. She has a
Oh
hard face. I was
wow!
like, wait a minute, because Beachy Ben hit the wall. Goddamn it.
Wow!
Beachy hit the wall 8 years ago. So I just thought that was crazy that she would sit up and say this woman had a hard face. And I'm looking at Beach and I'm like, girl.
No, she didn't. See,
So,
she another one of them misogynistic minded women,
oh, yeah.
envious of another woman. Y'all, please hit the like button.
Oh, yeah.
Please hit the list. 119 in there, y'all. Y'all know I like to get to 100. Do I even have 50 likes, y'all? I hate to interrupt, but I can't. And then, so what did why did what is her name? Why did Sassy send him a photo? What?
No, Beach did.
And the beach is the one hit the link, not Sassy.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Now
Beach
I
hit.
know they were also, on her because she changed her avatar name to the Pretty Sassy Show or something like that.
Yeah.
Now, people know that somewhere in the back of their mind that Sassy got some kind of complex about herself, because she overdoes it a bit. You know what I mean? And you got to do what you got to do, but you can tell she got some type of insecurity as well, right?
Yeah, of course.
And so maybe that's why people are coming at her like that. But the
Like I said,
motherfuckers that doing it can't talk though. That's all I'm saying. And
there's
then
so
for all of
many
y'all
things
to be letting these
going on.
men, and then okay, let me tell you this, Seven. And this was wrong, right? So you got listen to me for a minute, try to understand what I'm saying, right? Coming from a sector that degraded black women in particular, I find it pretty, alarming that all of these women over here are standing behind a ZX or a Malik or a binary, or whoever else is going in on Sassy about her looks and her looks alone. Like, what does it say about you? Y'all standing behind a bunch of he-man black woman haters, a bunch of manosphere minded motherfuckers, and y'all taking their side. Don't y'all know they feel that way about y'all too? That's what I don't understand. Like I don't get that shit. And so that for me is pretty fucking weird to me. Cause they was in the chat and boundaries chat this morning. I don't know if you seen it or not, but no, you didn't see it because you said you couldn't find the channel. That was all agreeing with him. They was adding on to the honey. He was getting his best life. And that ignorant motherfucker, he is absolutely a black woman hater because he a motherfucker that don't like his goddamn self either. Right? And then you got ZXO ugly faggoty ass over there and Malik's weird ass, whatever the fuck he got going on in his motherfucking mind. How you gonna be a he-man black woman hater and you married to a motherfucking black woman? That mean you weak, bitch. Okay, you're not secure in who the fuck you are. Right, that's why your woman run all over you, cause you ain't the man in the motherfucking house, bitch. You lacking if you can't control your home, okay, in the first motherfucking place. So it just amazes me. And then you got Pizarro with her ugly motherfucking looking ass over there, been talking about Sassy, jealous asshole with her dusty motherfucking ass. She got Ness on her. You got all these women on the girl and okay, I guess I guess people just want to take her down because they feed into her thinking that she bougie or maybe they feel away because they feel like she really is bougie. I'm just trying to understand the mentality of how y'all can have these niggas backs. That's what I don't get. Like, what the fuck is that about?
Yeah.
And I'm just talking about the misogyny of it all. You know, I'm not fit to agree with binary. I don't care if I don't like the bitch or not. Cause nigga, who the fuck are you to try to motherfucking judge any black woman on the mud? You always throwing your flick shots, bitch. Just like you got something about a hoodie, and I don't even understand that title. It says something about do hoodie want to be on the cellulite vacation? And I'm thinking, was he talking about Lemon's vacation with Tracy going and all those people going, or was he talking about Nestcation? Whatever cation he was talking about black women, right? And talking about cellulite. I'm thinking the nerve of this motherfucker. You sitting up here, married to one of these ching chong chingalings. Bitch probably don't weigh 100 motherfucking pounds. You don't love the hoe. You don't love yourself. You just can't stand to look at who the fuck you are, bitch. And you got the nerve to try to place some kind of judgment on a black woman, any kind of black woman. Went over there talking crazy about whoever you was talking crazy about. The nerve of this nigga, but I'm sorry, go ahead.
I mean, no, I'm just listening because
Yeah, I don't like the misogyny of it all. I don't like you men black woman haters. Okay, I don't appreciate it. And I don't care who they talking about, okay? I wouldn't even give a fuck if they was talking about ugly ass Bizarro. I can call you an ugly ass bitch and any of you hoes that I motherfucking want to. But these he-man black woman haters, I got an issue with them. And I got an issue with y'all, whoever it was is co-signing this shit, because y'all so stupid. Y'all don't realize, or you ain't got no self-esteem or self-respect to the point to where you agreeing with these motherfucking niggas. Okay? And just cause you talking about the bitch don't mean you got the cosign for the nigga, including a motherfucker like Lemon. He real disrespectful too. Why do y'all keep giving this nigga a motherfucking pass? That's what the fuck I don't understand. Okay? God damn. Have some self-respect about your damn self. Okay?
I don't know, but I know last night the one thing he was very disrespectful. Bitch this, bitch that, bitch. And I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. So that'll be my last time. See, I used to sometimes I would drop down in the chat, right?
Mm-hmm.
I won't even do that anymore. I mean, he's really isolating himself. He's
He
got
really is.
he
Yeah.
has so many issues with the people who support Shakim.
Oh my
That's
God, it's driving
falling
him
out with
crazy.
Mika. He's falling out with YouTube cameras. He's falling out with everybody because they
Mm-hmm.
support Shakim, and it's like you you can't tell anybody who they can and can't support.
It's
You
true.
and if you've been in this sector, you
And
should already know
And
that.
why are you? We are all adults, and why are you so thin skinned to the point to where it's not even him though, but Lemon right now, boy, you are real thin skinned because you really take offense to anybody that don't like you. Like you going after your own people. You went after Tracy because you felt like she was saying, "Oh, don't talk about YTC like that," because I like her. You know what I mean? And she was like, "I didn't say A, B, C, and D." And he said, I'm sick of you doing that and all of this and all that. It's because you got a thin skin. And Tracy is just up there for payola and to annoy people. And they be talking all over the nigga. And it's his own goddamn channel. Now, he probably don't mind because he ain't got no content anyway. But the whole thing is a shit show. That's why I have to red ball through it. I didn't even red ball the one, I guess, from last night. When you got into it with Ness, was it last night?
Yeah, well, listen, it's almost like he can foresee his own demise, and he
Mm-hmm.
thinks,
That's why he coming at the trifecta. Y'all ain't gonna take me down like y'all took down Sir King.
yeah, yeah,
You know, but he really taking himself down. You over there into it with, and then you want to put on the front like you into it with Nika because she shared Shakim's video. No, you not, nigga. You into it, you exposing your own trauma, okay? Every time you talk about Nika, in your mind, you really talking to your motherfucking mama. But your mama wouldn't be so emasculated to your big overgrown ass if you find you somewhere to live. Now, all this money you paying for these hotel rooms and you paying for these plane tickets, that's a down payment on somewhere to live, nigga. That's first, last month, and security. So why you playing, host to all these people allegedly, which I don't even think is gonna happen anyway. And you giving all these cash apps, you need to be saving up your coin. You know, $20,000. You said you had that on Cash App at one time. That's enough for you to find your apartment first, last, and security. Surely, get yourself a little job. Bingo, you back on your feet again. Why you not worried about that? You get all your self worth from motherfucking YouTube, and then you want to come on here and talk about anybody at motherfucking all. Okay, that's the shit that be killing me. But anyway, that's how I feel about it. I'm just keeping it a buck.
Yeah. Well, it'll be interesting. My theory going forward is that he's going to talk about this vacation. First of all, last night they were doing this whole oh, we're looking online, we're looking at the
Mm-hmm. I
we're,
heard him.
yeah, we're looking at the hotels and stuff online. Every single night going forward from now,
Mm-hmm.
he's going to make that vacation content.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah. And then when it gets close time for it, he's gonna do something to sabotage it, so he
Yes.
can say nescation is off. Cause he
Uh,
don't. I mean, limitation is off. Cause in my opinion, Seven, he don't intend on doing it anyway.
he
That's why
don't
he
want to pay.
promising
He
plane
don't want.
tickets and hotel rooms. He
Yeah,
promising the
he
world.
don't want to pay for all of. Listen, he is not trying
Mm-mm.
to pay for all of these people to come here on his dime. He looks like a simp. He
Mhm.
looks like a trick.
Mhm.
And the whole part about it is you don't even want any of these women sexually.
Mm.
The person that you do want is bringing another. See now, keep this. Audio was up there last night, right?
Mhm.
So audio pretty much was like, okay, well, I'm bringing somebody, and
Oh.
Lemon was like, oh, you're bringing somebody, and he was
Mm.
like, yeah, I'm bringing somebody because there's nobody my age. Y'all not traveling with no bad bitches. I mean, he said this while Lolo and Tracy was up on the panel, right?
Oh wow.
Not traveling with no bad bitches. I'm gonna bring somebody. So Lemon
Mm.
got really kind of quiet after that.
Oh really?
And then he came back, yeah, and he was kind of like stuttering and fumbling a little bit, under the guise of being drunk. But the truth is, I think he was taken back up by that. So you have Ghetto, who's supposed to be showing up. He's bringing Mrs. Ghetto. And
Mhm.
remember, all of this is new. Like all of these events just transpired. So he's with Mrs.
Oh.
Ghetto now, and then you have Audio coming, and he's bringing somebody, and then
Mm.
I guess Talent is supposed to be coming. The point
Mhm.
is, the idea is that Lemon is out there for a specific reason for a specific person, okay? And
Mhm.
that person is telling him, hey, I'm going to bring somebody to keep me company. So what does that
Who's
mean?
a specific person?
Well, it could be Ghetto, it could be Audio.
Oh, got you, got you, got you, got you. Mm.
I think it's crazy that he calls Ghetto.
Wow.
So him and Ghetto talk behind the scenes, but not all of these women have no way of contacting him.
Mm. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, admittedly, they'll let you know that no, we don't talk to them on the phone or nothing. We'll talk to them in Discord sometime or, on a panel, but we don't have the personal conversations with him. But then he admitted to, yeah, him and Ghetto having the conversations, on the phone and all of this and all of that. And when it comes to Ghetto, like, he is a straight man. Like, I don't even want to mess with his sexuality like that, but I think that the internet is really fucking with people's heads and they don't realize, right? That's why I'll go away, like for the whole weekend or I'll decompress, right? Because I
Mm,
refuse to be obsessed with this shit. I'm too old for this shit, right? But some people have fallen so hard into this internet mindset that it will cause them, if somebody is drumming something in your head day after day after day, it's a sort of conditioning, right? And so when it comes to Ghetto and Lemon, I really feel like that when both of them have homo erotic fantasies about one another, right? Like I really do, and I can't help it. That's the way I feel. So Ghetto, look, dude, like, and then he just like a Jay Wilson. You done lost jobs, behind this internet shit, and you still on here acting like that at your motherfucking age, nigga. Are you for real? Child.
well,
Mm-mm.
So I be okay. So because the people that he really wants, see, the whole "I'm paying for these women" is a smokescreen.
Oh,
Okay,
absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely. He really just wanted to be the boys.
he really wants it to be the
Cause
boys.
remember, first
It's,
it was just Tracy was the only girl at first. Remember when it was Ghetto and him and who else was it? It was another guy. It was him, Ghetto, and somebody, and then it was Tracy. Talent. It was Ghetto, Talent, and Lemon, and then it was Tracy. That was the first four, and now it's gotten more. It's gotten bigger or whatever. You got Sassy now, and along with Tracy and I guess Lolo. Allegedly or whatever. And I think that they were just feeding into the fantasy. Like I said, I really don't think it's gonna happen, but I ain't psychic, but I would be shocked. And like Betty Boop said, this trip is going to happen just like the YouTube Awards are going to happen. Right, 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 Betty. Right, but for until February or January, he got all these months to use this for content. You know what I mean? And that's all it is to me, content. And even when it comes to Ness, and the Lemon storyline between him and Shaquem, number one, Ness didn't never think he was coming out there anyway. He was talking too much rah rah. He ain't that nigga. He ain't about that life. He ain't trying to go to jail. He just want to get online and do some content and pop his shit about Shaquem for whatever reason. He just making himself look more ignorant. When it comes to popping this shit about Shaquem, because you sound dumb as fuck. I want him to match their energy. And then this disinviting him and then re-inviting him. It's all high drama to me, right? She even playing along with the delusion. You know what I mean? To make her, trip seem more. But now when it went to Vegas, it was kind of boring. I ain't gonna lie. Now this time it's in Seattle. They say it ain't nothing to do in Seattle anyway. So is this gonna be another boring trip? Like what? What? I mean, my God.
of course it is. It's going to be boring, and that's why
Cause she
people
boring.
are
She was
trying.
really boring. They could have really turned her up in Vegas, and I can't believe, they young people. The oldest one there was like what, Lolo or something like that. When what, she the oldest one out of the group or something.
Yeah,
But anyway, the rest of the only night that I saw from the Vegas thing that they had a halfway decent time was when what is his name, KRM was with them, right?
yeah,
Now
yeah.
that was the only time it seemed like they was having fun because the rest of the
And
motherfuckers is boring.
KRN is really the only one there who didn't look like a complete and total reject. The rest of them
Exactly.
look like rejects. It's
It was so dusty, and that's why I can't understand. Seven, I'm glad you said that. You say you paying for all these people to do all this, Lemon, but when you went to Vegas with Ness, like you didn't even have. They was trying. You didn't have no money for food. Your clothes was shabby. You said you was. They said you was wearing Timu motherfucking shoes and shit. Like you look like it looked like a. They would have had a better time if they would have used some Groupons or something like that. Maybe they could have got some deals or something. Cause baby, it looked like they were starving, and the way they dressed, I don't even understand
well,
that type of
they
trip.
said he couldn't get into certain clubs and stuff, or anywhere where there was like a dress code
A dress
because he
code.
didn't
Why?
want to
Why
take
would you
it.
not bring presentable clothing? Is
No,
he not
no,
used to
no.
traveling?
He didn't want to take off like his do rag. He did.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Them glasses, them bike shorts. It was too much. And
Right.
Paula Shakim
He was up in
didn't
there
have
looking like
nothing at
Missy Elliott.
all.
He thought he could look like Missy Elliott and walk up into somebody's club, and it was like, hell no,
Hmm.
you gotta go home and change. You know what I mean?
And then
Like,
he had all that camouflage on. He had them big glasses on and that ugly ass do rag. I guess he balding or got some kind of knot on his head or something, whatever he trying to hide. And then he had on the golds, because now we know he had on the fake golds because he was trying to hide his bald mouth. If you gotta go somewhere and be in that type of camouflage, you got the nerve to talk about everybody else, right? And you
yeah.
don't went on a trip trying to literally, pretty much you got on a mask because of the way you look. But now you done came on camera one good drunk happy night, and you done showed the world you ain't got no teeth. Your eyes is one looking to the east, one looking to the west. I mean, you ugly. Okay, you got a BBL body. They was talking about him crossing his legs, which was really very feminine the way he did it. trying to get at Krista. The whole thing is just a hot damn mess. But in the midst of all that, you try to outshine him when your ass is more fruity than him. And then Ness showed the part of the video when he was saying he won't shock him to match their energy and all of this and all that. She showed the Vegas video where him and Shaquem was wrestling and all of this and all of that. But like you said, Shaquem been buffing up, and I think Shaquem can take his fat ass down. Okay.
I mean, I really don't know if he can, but all I'm saying is if he was to bring Rob Brax on that trick,
Yeah,
understand
that
that
too.
if you bring Rob Brax, what that ensures is no altercation will take place.
Well, that's true because Rob
That
Rex, he,
you
he
see what
gonna
I'm
get
saying?
drunk and
So
he gonna be on one. Okay.
yeah, this isn't about Rob Brax going to jail for beating up women.
Yeah.
No, you bring him on board so that nothing goes down because Lemon is not going to risk getting into it with Rob Brax over no shot.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's
Mm.
scared. So yeah, I think but like I said, I'm trying to make things interesting because she's setting herself up, this Nessie poo.
Oh,
She
Chad.
that horse is setting herself up to have
Chad.
another boring
Boring ass
vacation
vacation.
and people are
Exactly.
going to be dragging it again. They said that, I mean, truth be told, they're saying the only thing that saved the Vegas vacation was the people who weren't even invited, and that was supposed
Yeah.
to be O.D.S and
Mm-hmm.
uh Cam and 88, and then
Yeah.
misunderstood and her dude showed up like
Yeah.
that.
And then KRN kind of perked up that little group right there for a minute. You know what I
I mean,
mean?
not really, if you want to be honest.
I mean, he
Not
made him look a little bit more fun to me,
really.
just in my opinion, just because of his presence. Because
Yeah.
he don't have a boring presence to me. Whatever you want to say about him, see, he remind me of Five Babe, right? Now you say whatever you want to about Five Babe, the Cation that she just had. It looked like they had motherfucking fun, okay?
Yeah.
Because you can tell
I'll tell you
she
what
the
looked
kind of
fun.
person that can have fun.
When they went to the that adult, I don't know if it was a daycare or whatever, something he went to at the Luxor, that looked fun, okay?
Mm.
But there was nothing he could do to save what Ness and them had going on. It looked
Nothing.
horrible. It looked
Nothing.
horrible. He looked bored. He looked like he wanted to go back and have fun with Bradley and them. You know
Yeah.
what I
That's
mean?
why he
Like,
just made the one night. Didn't he just come to party
yeah,
with him one night?
yeah, pretty
Because it
much.
was nothing. You know, it was nothing. And then it was in reverse. Like what Sean Bradley them had going on, it was more elegant and age appropriate, right? But
Yeah.
Ness was so boring that she should have been doing what Sean Bradley was doing, okay?
And
Instead of them supposed to
and
be turning up, they
they
weren't
were having
turning
a
up.
good conversation and
Standing
stuff
up.
over there.
Mm-hmm.
What Lemon and them had going on was just very low budget, very low
Yeah.
vibrational, drinking, like just the same. It's like who wants to be around that? But okay.
Right. They would have had a bet. I mean, I don't know why they didn't gather up some Groupons. Next, let me tell you something, girl. Gather you up some Groupon tickets, this time, coupons or whatever, right? Oh no, it's but you, Lemon, you gather up some Groupon tickets, and so your people won't be starving and shit or
No,
whatever the
but
hell is.
remember, the sponsor was paying for everything. The sponsor
Well,
had
the
a
sponsor
promo.
should have been
Sponsor
get some
had a
Groupon. Did you
party
see that
bus.
room Ness was in?
That turns out all of their stuff came from Groupon.
Oh, that was Groupon.
All of that stuff came from
See,
Groupon.
I no wonder it looked so low class. That hotel that she was in though, I would never.
Yeah.
I don't mean no harm. I would never. I don't understand that type. That girl. Okay. All right. But whoever that sponsor was, honey, she was doing that on a dime. Okay.
Yeah.
That was ridiculous, and it had to be real funky in a hotel because you got motherfuckers sleeping on the couch and whatnot. The whole thing was just real low budget and real. This wasn't even entertaining. Now I could see if y'all was going low budget because y'all was gonna party hard, like y'all in college or something like that. It wasn't even that, you
Okay,
know.
wait a minute. Sal Batista says Vegas has gotten so expensive and the resort fees have skyrocketed. Well, yeah, tourism is completely down in Vegas.
Right.
And yeah,
Tourism is actually down all over the country is because of what Trump got going
yeah,
on.
what he
So
got going on.
of
So
course things are going to be higher. They need to take that into account. They really do need to take that into account, but they're not actually going anyway. This is all just a like the YouTube awards, like Betty Boop said. But if they were actually going, they would need to take that into account as well. But I can't see Lemon footing the bill for all these people the way he was so low budget in Vegas. I just really can't see that. Like honestly, like logically speaking, and why would you? But okay, we'll see. We'll see. So I don't know. I stoned down.
they
And hey,
said,
everybody that came in.
yeah,
Hi.
they said that tourism is not down. Well, yeah, it is down, but see,
Mm-hmm.
they're not. Remember, listen, they still got to pay for all them people who work up in there. They got to pay for all them lights in those huge casinos, or the water,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
electricity. They still got to pay for all of that. So
Yeah.
don't think you're going to Vegas and you're going to hit big at all. Like they're there to
Right.
take your money right now because
Yeah.
yeah, everything is like in the hole.
Yeah. Yeah. And and it's expensive to for Vegas anyway. It's not a you got to go there with some change. You know what I mean? Because you're going to Vegas, right? And you want to have fun. You need to take that into account. And if you can't afford it, just don't go. So you won't be looking stupid. You know.
Yeah,
But
so what they can do is they have something to look forward to with this whole Super Bowl and all of that coming up, right?
mhm.
But after that, I think that's when they're planning to go after that. I predict, like you said, something's going to happen. Lemon's going to start falling out with these people one by one,
Mhm.
pushing them away because he does
Mhm.
not pay for them to go to Vegas.
Thank you.
He's going to be like, the trip is off. The trip is off.
Mhm.
Yeah, just watch.
Mhm.
And I'm like,
Mhm.
I
Yep.
we're calling it early.
Yeah, I'm calling it early. I will, like I said, I ain't psychic and anything can happen, but I don't see that trip happening. Like the YouTube was, like Betty Boop said, and it's just like I didn't never see him going to next Cation either to do all that rah rah that he was talking. I
Yeah.
didn't see that happening. I really didn't. And Ness didn't see it happening. She still don't. But she said, "F it, I play it alone. I play alone. It's for content." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the way I see it. So we're gonna have to see. We'll see. You know. And then Sassy says she want to come on the trip now. All of a sudden, I'm thinking, in what world? But okay, girl, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I just this whole thing is very funny. Now, mind you, this is what the B sector is, and this is what the B sector does. Like, we get a hold of your picture, we are going to analyze, zoom in, watch every particle of that picture, clown you. Like, this is what the B sector is. But it's the idea that people who have had worser camera slips
Oh my
than
god.
this picture is like the funniest shit ever because it's like, are you gonna come out and say anything like that's crazy? So
Yeah,
but
yeah.
no, women who are somewhat attractive, beautiful, whatever you want to call it, have a history of people trying to humble them in this sector.
But I
Okay.
mean, it's just because she played it up so much. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And
Yeah.
people are so low vibrational around here. I'm not
Oh,
being.
you know what, Olivia? She did play it up.
I mean, she done been playing it up forever, and I get it. Some women, then you got to realize where you at, right? And you got to realize the group of people that you're around. And she ain't the only one that do that. Talent do it too. They came into the sector doing that. I think they came from the manosphere, like him, Sassy and Exposed TV, honestly. And so, but in order to make yourself feel better, if you feel like you got to speak down on people, you have to expect some kind of backlash behind it.
Hmm.
Because my grandmama always taught me that one ass ain't no better than the other one. We all just on different levels in life, okay? And life has showed me that. That's why you don't ever hear me coming on here bragging about nothing. I will be whatever the fuck you want me to be. I don't give a fuck, okay? It ain't
You
changing my world. But I'm not the type of person to want to. brag about, oh, I got $1 million home. We got no six figures around here in my house, and I'm not gonna lie. Okay,
You
my
gotta,
husband work
gotta,
hard every motherfucking day.
you gotta
Okay, thank you,
super,
Betty Boop, for the super sticker. But
yeah.
everything we got, we always done work for it. Okay,
Um,
and so it's just
yeah,
how it is. And I'm proud, I'm proud of my husband. My husband retired me years ago, but I do what I'm supposed to do in the motherfucking home, and I volunteer. But as far as uh being living in some kind of fantasy fucking world, girl, that's not my world. I don't give a fuck.
so
I ain't with this shit.
the word on the curb is that talent is supposed to be like some ex NBA star, right?
Uh,
Some
oh, is
retired.
that what they say?
That's what they say, and
Okay.
they say he damn near like 7 feet. Okay.
Mm.
My question is, they won't talk about what happened between him and Sassy, right?
Do you think, you know what, Sammy? Do you think they actually, was it just something they was talking about online, or do you think they really had a thing going on for real?
I mean, I think they did. I think they did.
Okay.
I think, but for whatever reason,
Mm-hmm.
he ain't see it for her. I think he dumped her. That's what I think.
Mm. Oh wow.
Yeah.
It makes sense because they said that he used to come on talking about he likes snow bunnies and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he man, black woman hater too. Can't you tell the way that he speaks? Very derogatory. He speaks down on black women like really bad in the sector. I don't, and they give him a pass. Doing that shit too. You know what I mean? That's why I can't
Yeah.
understand why Ness
He
love him so much. What the fuck is she getting out of that shit?
yeah, it's very strange. Yeah, but he does talk down on. I remember when he was talking, I think it was you and Yaya, and he was saying you guys are clowns and this and this and that. And
Yeah, when he the clown, he could kiss my
I'm
motherfucking
like,
ass. He don't
how you
like.
gonna step and call people clowns, but you over there with the likes of Lemon and Ness and
Thank
like
you. Well, he don't like me
them
because
fellas.
I say that he. Y'all please hit the like button because I called him out for being, I think he manosphere. He say he ain't manosphere, so I start saying that he was manosphere minded because he is. So that's the reason why he don't like me, and I don't give a fuck. I said what the fuck I said, so he can call me whatever he want to call me, and it ain't gonna phase me one motherfucking bit. That's wrong with. So see, the reason why a lot of these motherfuckers, these manosphere minded motherfuckers online don't like me, it's cause you can't beat me down with motherfucking words, bitch. You're gonna have to do better than that. And it go for a man or a woman. That shit don't work. You talking about my looks, you talking about I'll be the fattest cow in the motherfucking world. Whatever bitch, I don't give a fuck. I don't get nothing that you can say out of your mouth can bother me, bitch. I don't give a fuck, okay? But I will dog your motherfucking ass out and talk about your childhood trauma and the reason why you hate black women for real, bitch. We can break that the fuck down, okay? With these bitch ass, weak ass motherfucking niggas around here. I don't respect none of them. You online and then I was listening to Lemon the other day, as a matter of fact, and it ain't just him. But honey, he can gossip more than a woman. He can gossip better than me. I'm saying, would you listen to this motherfucker? I was like, God damn, I'm not impressed. I am not. But anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry, Seven. Go ahead.
No, I mean I was just listening.
Because I don't give a fuck. It's nothing. I'm telling you. I promise you, it's nothing in the whole world that these weak ass motherfuckers or bitches can say to the oracle. That's why they don't like me. That can bother me. Okay, that's why they try to block me out, tune me out. What do they kind of say? What do they call it? Black me out or whatever? Because I be telling the truth and they don't like it. They want to call me bitter. They want to call me this. They want to call me everything but the motherfucking truth. And I don't give a fuck. Okay, I really don't, because I don't know you motherfuckers like that. So I don't care. That's not my issue.
I just think something went down between those two, Talent and
I
Sassy.
don't know. You got a point though. Maybe it did.
I would love, because, and here's the thing. Remember when he used to get on here and try to encourage people to give her money? And I would be like, wait a minute, you have the money, you just not giving it to her. So why?
Mm,
You see what I'm saying? You're out
mm.
there asking people, it's 800 people in the chat. Everybody, please give her $1. Please
Oh
give
my
her $1.
God.
We're doing a great show for you guys today. like he's a goddamn deacon at the church asking for the money. You know
And
what
he
I
was
mean?
doing that on Nessus. Was it Nessus? Where he was saying something about trying to get people in the chat. Like, what is that lady name? What is her name? The big giving this the money. She asked money. She said, "How much you need in this?" Anyway, trying to get people to pay for somebody's trip or something. And then him and ZX got into it because he was like, "Well, if you're supposed to have all this money, why you ain't paying for it? You know what I mean? Why you
That's
asking
what
the other
I'm
people to
saying.
pay for it?"
If Sassy is talking about she's flying around the world, okay, and she's doing this and she got a meeting
Mm-hmm.
here, I don't think she has a meeting anywhere. I think she wants to go outside and smoke, so she has to get off of the goddamn line. Like
So,
I got a meeting. No, AKA, you're going outside to smoke again, okay? They said you were
so,
a chain smoker, girl, but
but you bullshit.
yeah,
Okay.
that's what I'm saying. Multiple personality disorder. Oh, I gotta fly here. I gotta fly there. Like, girl, you ain't flying nowhere. Like, you're not that.
Well,
You're not that girl. And even though I don't think the picture she had out is ugly. Yeah, you ain't the
mm,
baddest bitch ever. So this whole I'm walking around pretty privileged, people notice me.
uh, well,
Uh,
see, that's a sign of insecurity. Like I
yeah,
said, if you gotta say it, you ain't it.
you feel me?
I'm sorry. Like
You
I
gotta
just,
say it. If you gotta say it, you're not it.
yes,
Thank
I'm
you.
sorry. It's just the
Thank
truth. I mean, it's just like Talon when he go around talking, feeding somebody some cheap ass caviar and he got this and he got that. Nigga, you trying too hard. If you gotta say it, you
Hey,
ain't
they
it.
got them the caviar and they ain't even like it.
And
Okay.
like didn't like, and then if it was in some kind of pub or something, it wasn't even expensive caviar. You know
Like,
what I mean?
wait,
Caviar doesn't have to be expensive.
Talent, when did you realize that you was dealing with low budget
And
Negro?
he know they'd rather have a motherfucking burger. See what the deal is? He don't want to spend the money taking them out to dinner because he feel like it was cost more. You know what I mean? Plus he was trying to flex or whatever to make it seem like he was something that he not. So he took him to this bar and I guess gave him a drink or two and fed him some caviar or crackers or something like that. Cheap ass caviar, mind you. Okay. Because if he would have took him there somewhere
Well, they
expensive,
went
he
to
wouldn't have been
a
able to afford it.
speakeasy, right? That's where they went to, a speakeasy.
Yeah,
Okay, let me.
speakeasy. Yeah, low
I
budget.
I believe that he could see initially the only people who was supposed to show up was Ness and Lemon.
Mm-hmm.
Those were the people he invited out. They came with other people. I think Intrinsic may have been there. I'm not sure, but either
Mm.
way, um, yeah, he definitely could have, bought them burgers and stuff. I think
Some of the motherfuckers, from what I seen, was starving the whole goddamn
every
trip.
everybody was perpetrating. Everybody,
Oh,
everybody was perpetrating.
and
Okay,
then Lemon go back and forth about the way Ness looked. First, he was saying she was damn dog ugly when he was into it with her
he
about,
sure did.
without her makeup. And now Ness is a beautiful woman that they ain't into it. I was like,
They all some fake motherfuckers, but I believe the first one. I believe he said I walked into that bathroom and I didn't know who was sitting there. That's what he said.
yeah, is that, hey, Palm Cherry, girl, I ain't seen you in a long time. If it's really you, I was thinking about you the other day. Oh, wow. But that's what he said, though. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. First she was dog ugly, and now she's beautiful.
Yeah, he said Ness without her makeup. And it's funny because I told him that. I said, you talking about marrying somebody you ain't even met. Understand, she look completely different from on camera here. You gonna see her. She's gonna look completely different. And she went out there, she didn't have them edges. She had them braids, she didn't have no edges. She had that bottle nose
Mm.
dolphin hairline, you know what I
Well,
mean?
not only that, they saw each other, okay? Because as soon as I think she was having some, because, Lemon was talking about something, he was going to do sexual things to her and all of this and all that. But, honey, when she seen him in real life, as soon as she seen him, okay, she knew that whatever she was dreaming about him doing to her was not going to come to fruition, okay? Because he looked gay as the day is long, okay?
Oh,
I don't know
very
why them motherfuckers be feeding into that delusion like he's some kind of fine ass straight man. No, baby. He looked like he done had a BBL at the bottom. He got baby making hips, bitch. Okay,
yeah.
we seen him sitting on that stool eating that pizza. I was like, will you look at this shit right here?
I mean, just looking as dusty and dingy as all the F. Like you got a wave cap on, you got on a too tight little shirt,
Mm-hmm.
sitting up there with basketball shorts on, thinking,
Girl in
like,
Vegas.
where are your clothes? Like, oh, I bought all these clothes. Like, well, where are they?
Where
Because
are they?
you look crazier than a bitch right about now.
Did you see him in anything other than basketball shorts in Vegas? I might have
I,
missed it.
I didn't. I swear this dude probably had like 3 or 4 pair of basketball shorts, and all his shirts were like super tight. It's almost like
Right.
he hadn't been shopping, like he grew into them shirts. You know what I mean? Like he didn't
Yeah.
have any clothes for Vegas.
And then they said he had on Timu shoes. I think he admitted that he had Timu shoes on.
Mm-hmm.
And no wonder your ass was hungry and starving. And then when him and Ness was into it, she was talking about how she had bought a drink for Shaquem. As we know, Shaquem was broke. He didn't even have clothes. And then Lemon said the drink looked nasty, but when Shaquem went on the dance floor, he picked up the drink and sipped it and said, "Ooh, this tastes nasty." But nigga, if you thought it was nasty, why you pick it up and taste it in the first place?
Oh
And
no,
how
he's
dare you put your mouth
absolutely
on somebody else's
he is
drink?
absolutely disgusting. He
Yes.
they said he smoked a cigarette after a homeless man, and the homeless man was
Yes.
bleeding all over the cigarette. Okay.
Oh,
They they said he was going around picking up drinks, drinking after people and stuff. I said, this man is
mm,
hepatitis, and he a whole hepatitis C. God,
yes.
yeah, he wanted it. He
Oh,
to be talking about people you live at home with your goddamn mammy. You ain't got
exactly. A whole
weirdo.
bacterial infection.
Yeah. So
Okay.
if y'all motherfuckers,
Oh,
if y'all really think he gonna sit up there and trick off this money for all of y'all, especially old women who he can't even, masturbate to, you think he gonna really
exactly.
reach y'all to a trip like he a goddamn sponsor and he not? It's definitely
Child,
not gonna happen. All of y'all gonna
child.
get all of y'all gonna get talked about, dragged. Yeah, he gonna do whatever he gotta do to not have to take y'all on that
Yes.
trip. And then when the trip
Absolutely.
is over, that's when he'll make up with y'all.
Absolutely. And they'll go for it. Okay.
Yeah.
And they will accept that shit. Y'all, please hit the like button. How many likes do I have? But yeah, absolutely. That's what's going to happen. That's what I predict to happen too, Seven. He
He
making too many promises.
let me tell you something. He did not want Lolo on that trip. See, initially it was about him and Tracy.
Initially,
Initially.
right. Him and
Then
Tracy and what's her name? Krista at first. And
no,
Krista
yeah,
declined.
Krista declined, and you know what? That's what I love about Krista because she didn't even want to play that game. Krista could have
Right.
easily been like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna go on the trip," and then Krista could have been like, "No, I'm not gonna do it." Krista instantly was like, "No, I'm not even gonna play that game. I'm not going." Okay,
Yep.
so it
Right.
was
Yep.
just supposed to be Tracy, and then Sassy
Mm-hmm.
said, "Not only will I go on the trip, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind being seen on camera." See,
Mm.
Sassy got something to prove now because y'all done dogged her picture out. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So Sassy is
Mm.
talking about she's going on the trip and she's going to be on camera. So Lemon says, well, if you're going on the trip, I'll pay for your flight.
Mm.
Just overextending himself.
Yeah, it's just volunteering,
Yeah,
right?
overextending
Child.
himself, doing the most. Okay. So
Child.
Sassy was like, okay. I mean, who's going to turn that down?
Right, nobody. Right.
So
Yep.
then it turned into, and then Lolo sitting up there talking about 2 bedrooms, and I think what they was trying to say was, okay, well, Lemon, you might as well just get them a 2 bedroom for the night, and Lolo and Tracy can be up in there.
Mm-hmm.
So now Tracy's included on the trip. I know
Mm-hmm.
not Tracy. I'm sorry, Lolo's included on the trip.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't want Lolo on the trip. And then Ness comes up there and was like, well, I think you should have Sassy and Tracy in one room. And Tracy was like, well, I don't want to be in a room with Sassy because she's very bougie.
Ooh. Oh, is that what Tracy said?
Hell yeah. And Sassy
Oh
agreed.
wow.
And yeah, because Tracy liked to go in there and piss and not flush toilets and shit. One of
Yes.
them. So
Ooh, the
who the fuck want to
cruise.
share a room with
Mm-hmm.
her? No, I mean, no offense, but I'm just saying look at your history. Like, ain't nobody trying to do all of that. Like, yeah, you should have your
Mm-hmm.
own space and she should have hers. So then it
Right.
turned into, well, damn, now I got to pay for 2 rooms. You know what I mean? This is it. Look, Lemon
Mm.
is calculating all of this in his head in real time.
Mm-hmm.
Now Lolo then got thrown into the mix, and I'm like, damn, how did this happen?
Right.
So Lemon was so busy cussing us all out all night, being drunk as hell, and agreeing to all of these people's stuff that
Right.
he now he's gonna be held to that. But then here's the second thing. So then they was like, well, did you confirm your flight to Nestcation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's in
Mm-hmm.
3 weeks. He's like, no, I haven't gotten my flight yet. And they was
Mm-hmm.
like, well, they said you was gonna do it. So what happened? He was like, no, I haven't done it yet, but I'm gonna do
Y-
it.
Yeah, Ness was asking him to confirm why he was online, right? At one point on one of the videos.
He's not going to do it.
Absolutely not. He had no intention of going in the first place.
He let me tell you something. Shaquem was very smart for doing that. He wanted to call his bluff. He is not booking that flight. He's talking all greasy online,
Mm-hmm.
not booking that flight.
Mm-hmm. I get, and then like you said, Shaquem really and Ness is really calling Lemon on his bluff. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean? They know he wasn't gonna do none of that anyway. He just wanted to get up there and puff his chest out and beat on his chest, his thin skinned motherfucking chest, about I want Shaquem to keep that same energy and all that. Nigga, you know you ain't finna bust a grape. You ain't going no motherfucker where I ain't nothing gonna happen to me. I'm just there for one day and I'm gonna get back on the fight and go home and I'm gonna be just fine. It's okay. All right, Lemon. All right. And people sitting up there feeding into, don't go on that trip. You gonna go to jail. I'm like, what is wrong with these idiots?
Yeah.
Going in the first place. Damn,
Yeah.
girl.
It's a lot going on, but the whole thing will be very interesting just to watch what we pretty much predicted
Yeah,
coming.
but it's content. You know what, Seven? At the end of the day, it's still content, and so we used to people running plays and fake storylines. So, okay,
Yeah, pretty much. Was
all
there
right,
anything
no
else in the
problem.
title that we were supposed to talk about today or no? Just the
I talked about the Cation-Gates, what we currently talking about. I talked about Sassy versus Errbody, which really I was talking about, the misogynistic overload going on here of these women, pretty much agreeing with the misogyny of these men over here really taking their shots because they not only talking to Sassy, they don't like none of y'all like that for real.
no.
And y'all more misogynistic than they are, and y'all fueling it on and shit, and all of this and all of that, panel after panel, and all of this, cause you're insecure about whatever, not knowing that these motherfuckers talking about y'all. And then let me say this: I don't know what the fuck they're trying to do about some kind of high value man and a high value woman panel in the beef sector, and that is a Kevin Samuels um line of bullshit with this daddy gone motherfucking ass. And how you gonna bring some dumbass shit like that over here in this sector? And y'all need to, the women in the B sector, let me tell y'all something. Y'all need to leave these types of conversations out of this fucking sector because you're gonna make yourself look stupid because you end up agreeing with these motherfuckers, okay? And Bomb Cherry will tell you that those conversations don't bode well in other black spaces, okay? Tell me something. Do you even know what Kevin Samuels meant by high value woman or high value man? You know what I mean?
I mean,
According to
you
their
can
standards,
hmm.
according to their standards, nobody over here is a high value woman or a high value man. Okay, according to the Manosphere slash Kevin Samuels standards. So I guess you putting I guess they put another type of definition on it. I
Well,
don't know.
let's just say, okay, the let's just say from his standpoint, Kevin Samuels, the high value
Hmm.
man is someone who makes like a lot of money a year or made a
And
lot of
then
money
she's
throughout
ultra
their career.
beautiful and
Yeah, so let's just say that. In that case, yeah, we do have people over here who have money, okay? But
yeah.
if you want to talk about an overall high value individual, for you
Hmm.
to even be over here consuming this type of
That's
content
what I mean.
daily,
Yeah.
yeah, you are low vibrational and you could not
Yes. And
ever
you are
be
not
high.
considered high value,
Yeah,
not
you
if
can
they're
never be
not
high
based
value.
on their standards. Right, Seven. I agree. That's what I was trying to say. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for breaking it down. Yeah, there's a lot of people over here, with money or whatever. You could tell by the way they be funding these train wrecks or whatever. And that's cool if you want to waste your money like that. That's up to you. I ain't counting nobody's pockets, but I'm just saying as far as them wanting to have a panel based on that topic right there, I don't think they're doing the research. And hopefully, if they did the research, they would be offended by such a thing, especially when it comes to Kevin Samuels having the nerve to, try to judge black women on some kind of a curve that he had on his mind, and he was gay as damn self because he wanted to bring all the boys to the motherfucking yard anyway, okay? And them Mansfield bitches over there, they bow down to a gay man, but y'all, they don't supposed to, they supposed to not, agree with the gay lifestyle, but y'all let Kevin Samuels lead y'all sector, and the most misogynistic, homophobic motherfucker over there, which is Obsidian, is the one that propped the motherfucker up. I said, if this ain't some homoerotic bullshit coming out of these niggas' mouths, and they really telling on themselves, I ain't never seen nothing like it. Okay, I was like, bitch, and Kevin Samuels left the world broke. I'm sure he said, Betty left this world with a trans woman. Yeah, he picked up in a bar, and a motherfucker was broke, getting on here talking about he high value, and he a broke ass nigga. So he couldn't even uphold his own standards. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they need to do some fucking research, and we know that ain't gonna happen around here. So y'all just throwing shit out there, okay? And dumbass Bizarro telling me something. Y'all just mad at me because I'm doing some content. Y'all ain't doing bitches. This what you call content? Some old fake ass shit that you don't know nothing about and you sounding stupid about. Girl, if you don't sit your illiterate, dumb motherfucking ghetto ass down, so I don't know what to say.
Yeah, Pizarro. I mean, going back to what we talked about like early in the conversation about Pizarro pretty much talking about her looks. Pizarro is one of those people where I'm just like, I don't know why she says anything about anybody.
Me either. I
She
just
is,
told you what the bitch looked like.
yeah,
I
when
was
she
trying to
is
judge somebody. I'm
deathly
sorry.
afraid of being caught on camera. Deathly
What
afraid,
you
okay?
said? Oh my God, she
Deathly
would be
afraid.
mortified.
Yeah, mortified. She is
Mm-hmm.
like she baby might self delete if they caught her
Mm-hmm.
on camera. Like for
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Control out and motherfucking delete, okay?
yeah, sitting up here talking about these kids that she knows she ain't got.
Girl, girl,
Come
girl.
on now.
And then wait a minute, let me tell you this, Sarah. I don't know if you heard this. So we know that she never gonna go on the trip, right? So she talking about something. Y'all trying to fund all these people's trips. Why don't y'all fund my bills? Y'all want to fund a light bill or electricity bill or a car payment? Why don't y'all give me some cash outs for that? And then she went on because she a begging ass bitch if she ain't nothing else, right? Then she went on to say, if y'all want to, now I would go on what's his name, a Treasure Lane's trip. Do y'all want to fund me to go on Treasure Lane's trip? Cause I find me some masks to put on, and I go on Treasure Lane trip because it's $1,000 or something like that for his cruise that he taking in the new year or whatever. So and I'm wondering if anybody's taking it a bit seriously when she says she gonna wear a mask, but she's going to take the cruise with Treasure Lane. I was like, if this ain't bitch ain't man,
But
when anybody
here's
else
the
start
thing.
begging better than her.
Here's the thing. Let me tell you something. If a mask could fix her issues, she would be on here with a mask.
Exactly.
The problem is she don't want nobody to see her body. She don't
Exactly.
want nobody to see her face, and she won't want people to see her surroundings wherever her
Exactly.
sleeping can
Exactly.
that
Exactly.
that
Dusty
is what
motherfucking ass. And
yeah.
why, if you have a home, right? Not only we know you ain't got no kids, right? Or whatever, but if you have a home, why is it that you go out to the garage and sit in your car to do the videos? Like that don't make no sense to me. I'm trying to figure that out. I'm thinking, do she live with somebody, or is she really sleeping in her car? Like, what's really going on with that?
Like,
That's
well,
weird to
you
me.
have to understand when we're dealing with somebody like that, we don't know anything. And she is the type of person who will project. So she will
Yeah,
project something onto somebody else that she's going through. We don't know if she's roommating with some people.
yeah, that's
We
true.
don't,
That's what I'm
you know what I
saying.
mean? We don't know if
Is she
she's
living
living
with her
abroad. We don't
sister?
know anything like that.
Is she living with one of her kin folks that's got children? Is she babysit her every once in a while? Do they not want to hear all that noise in the house? That's why she got to
Is
go sit
she
in the garage
homeless
in the
and just
car.
has to go from home to home? Like, you see what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? Like, we don't know any of this about her.
Yeah. Yeah. And she a liar, and her people really don't care what she's trained them and conditioned them to the point to where they really don't care. They don't care about being lied to. You know what I mean? Even when the stuff is right in front of their face, That's why they support the bitch is so scared to be not doxxed, not based upon her life, just because based upon the way that she look. Okay, she won't even get monetized on the motherfucking channel. I'm like, bitch, how scared do you gotta fucking be to lose money?
Hmm.
I'm thinking, it's
Very
just
scared. Yeah, and let me tell you something. If she's that terrified of being doxxed, because understand, if you're a person who has nothing to hide,
mm-hmm,
sure, maybe you don't want people to know where you work. Sure, maybe this, maybe that.
right.
Typically, most people don't give a damn. They gonna come
Mm-mm,
on camera, even if they
mm-mm.
scared of getting doxxed. Like,
I don't
the
give
fact
a.
that she's not monetized lets me know
Mm-hmm.
she's hiding something big.
She hiding something big, cause
And she,
I mean, she done
yeah,
made, and she could been making some, and still could be making, especially at the height of the trifecta. Child, she could have been making big. She would have been making big cheese, okay, on AdSense alone. Plus, she was getting them cash apps and stuff. Child, you do yourself a disservice, okay? You doing volunteer work for motherfucking YouTube, bitch. You are crazy. YouTube is a business, and it's not a motherfucking team sport. They always tell me something. Well, I'm networking, and they done network to the point to where they can't even beef in a beef sector no more because they so scared of each other, the group turning the masses against them, where they can't even do what they supposed to do in the goddamn sector that they fucking claim. That's how scared they are. But that bitch is so scared, bitch. I can't even wrap my mind around what is it that she got to hide to the point to where she turning down thousands of dollars a month. Bitch, you out your damn mind.
yeah, crazy.
And
So
on her, always on her begging like you want. Bet you probably ain't even ate a motherfucking crab leg since you
you
on here.
you got
You
you
using that money for something, bitch, gambling or motherfucking something, but it ain't a goddamn crab leg, okay?
yeah, I think what she's scared to get doxxed, and for us to
Yeah,
find
in a
out
big way.
just how much she has been lying about everything.
Yeah.
But, let me tell you something. One time she got mad at me because I said, the parent, like the children of like crackheads were top tier. She was very upset by that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But in my opinion, if you claim it, you're a mother, okay, and you out here and you doing drugs and you always on YouTube and shit, you should be proud of the fact that your children might end up being top tier, okay? And that's what let me know she ain't got no kids.
It ain't no way she can have no kids.
Ain't no
She
way she
on
got.
here 24/7. The way that she conduct herself with I mean, unfortunately, there are a lot of kids that are raised by raggedy bitches like that. Okay, that's why they come out the way that they do. That's why they have the mentality that they have. But this bitch straight up ain't got no kids. We can tell. We realize. Okay, I mean, it just ain't no motherfucking way, right? But like I said, she done taught her people, to believe in the delusional lies that she telling. So okay, girl, but girl, you're lying. You really lying to yourself. Okay, I bet she got that phone so motherfucking taped up with black tape. It ain't no goddamn way she gonna ever do a camera slip. Okay, but bitch, we know what you look like. Okay, cause your picture done been out here for years, bitch. Okay. And it's saying the words that is coming out of your mouth sound just like you, bitch. So unless you got some kind of motherfucking doppelganger and you don't admit that you got glasses, bitch, and every time I show that motherfucking picture, you lose your shit, bitch. That's how we notice you. But bitch, I've been noticing you because you done been doxxed, bitch, just like the rest of us. Okay. And she, I don't even think she care about being doxxed about nothing but how she look, like you said. You know what I mean? Because she always got something to say about somebody else. But you the motherfucker scared to show your motherfucking face, bitch. Okay?
Hmm.
The bitch even said one time that I won't come out here and be on camera. Bitch, I ain't got to. But my picture is always updated on my main channel. You can go right over there and ain't got no filters on it or nothing and see what the fuck I look like. Okay? And if you scroll down far enough, I have been on camera before. Okay, but what I'm not gonna do is give nobody no motherfucking content. Okay? I refuse to do that shit. Because that's all they want you to come on camera for. Nope, not gonna do it. That's why I don't do the quote unquote networking and hit a lot of panels thing. No, I can do my own entertainment over here. I can make my own asses money on my own goddamn channel. Okay, you stupid bitch. She a dumb bitch. I can't stand her. This ignorant. The ignorant just this is just annoying to me. And then bitch then I know I feel like you're not even native to Miami or wherever it is in Florida that you say you from, bitch. I think you a refugee from the goddamn Hurricane Katrina, bitch. Cause you got some Louisiana undertones in your voice, bitch. Okay? That's what I think. You even lying about where you came from, ho. Now, but this what I think, Seven. It really is. If you listen to it hard enough.
Don't
Okay? Like
give your children word. Don't have time to be on here every day, all day. Exactly.
yeah, it ain't no and all night. Like, do she even sleep? When she get up, she roll out. Maybe she take a nap. Bitch, do you wash your ass before you get in the car? Brush your teeth. We know you just putting a hat on your nappy ass head. Okay, just it's just like a whole hot mess. She's very annoying to me. Like honestly, I can't. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. She putting on the front just like they calling out sassy and they getting a good little kiki out of saying whatever the sassy, which like, I mean, if the women gonna do that, okay, I still don't think the men, ZX and Binary and Malik and whatever else, man, is like done took over the let's bring down sassy thing. I don't think they have no place in it. But women are very catty, and if y'all want to claw at the bitch, claw at the bitch. But what do the niggas? What? How do y'all niggas look clawing at a bitch? That's my issue. That shit is weird as fuck to me, yo, feminine motherfuckers. The women can do a good enough job, and for you women to co-sign these men that's doing a job better than y'all doing, what the fuck do it say about you weak bitches? That's what the fuck I want to know. But anyway, Sassy, I didn't mean to go on like that, but these niggas is killing me. These women is killing me because they just really. Well, I tell you, the manosphere would love to have these hoes over there with them. They would have dogged them out so bad. Ain't no telling what they would have end up doing to themselves. Okay.
Wait, are you talking about Sassy or who are you talking
No,
about?
I'm talking about some of these women over here. The way they co-sign misogyny. I'm talking about in general.
Oh yeah. I mean, like, but here's the thing. I just feel like a lot of these women get taken advantage of in real life too. You know what I
But
mean?
yeah, some of them, yeah, absolutely, because they willfully accept bullshit. Like
Yeah,
you can
they
tell.
willfully do it, and then
Mm-hmm.
they give you money. So what does that tell me? You know, a lot of these women are in these like one sided relationships. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of these women are in these one-sided ass relationships where the nigga get to do whatever he want and
Mm-hmm.
just come home at night and I'm gonna pay for everything and I'm this and
Mm-hmm.
I'm that and
I'm gonna take your car and I'm gonna have another
yeah,
bitch in it, fucking and whatever, and I'm gonna take your money and we gonna go have fun with your motherfucking money, bitch. And then
and
I'm gonna come
let
home
me
and
tell you
whoop
something.
your ass.
Y'all bitches get mad at me because I get into these relationships. Now, Ness said this last night. Oh, you get in these relationships and we always got to know about it. Well, no, bitch, you want to know about it because you want to model your life after me. Remember, you're the Haitian hillbilly who watches us because you had no swag, you had no femininity, you had nothing. You were a snot nosed little girl with no
Damn.
edges that embarrassed your mother, and she
Mm,
didn't like being seen with you, little girl. So
damn.
you had to model and take everything from us to be you. Okay,
Girl.
Ness, you had to take everything from us just to be you. You better pay homage. I don't understand why you so goddamn obsessed and jealous with the likes of me or anybody else, but it's a
Mm,
nasty look for you to be approaching your 40s, little
mm,
girl, and,
mm.
and understand you ain't nothing but a little girl to me in the head. Okay. I don't know what age you were when that nigga bashed you upside your head with that
Woo!
hammer and mutilated your lip the way that he did, but
Damn.
you stuck there, little girl. You
Yeah.
stuck there,
At
and you
28.
yeah, well, something okay. And let me tell you something. Her age could have been frozen at 14 or 12. Ness strikes me as the type of chick who lost her virginity in a Jack in the Box bathroom. She looked
Damn.
like one of them. So
Damn.
let's just be clear, little girl. You're always up here bringing up the likes of me. Let me tell you something. There's nothing you can say about me or my mishaps that'll make anybody not want to mess with me, little
Girl.
girl. Why you keep bringing it up? It's almost like she's chanting, "You did this, you did that, you did this, you did that, you did this, you did that." And it's like, and
Why is she trying to compare her plight to your plight? What was that about?
I have no idea. But let me just say this: I was never a lot lizard. I was never a prostitute. I was never a crack whore. I never lived in some guy's house and he had a whole bunch
You
of
never
prostitutes.
lived on the back porch at your mama house
I
either,
never
did
lived
you?
at the back porch of my mama house. I
And
was
got
always
evicted from the porch, bitch. How do you get evicted from the back porch? Damn. Shit. I'm sorry.
She goes,
Sammy,
"Oh,
but
your family, you can't. There are a whole bunch of killers, and that ain't got nothing to do with me. The hell."
child,
So,
how do you get evicted
what
from the
else?
back porch?
Got
Every time she
evicted
say
from the
that,
back porch.
bitch,
I mean,
how
you
do
was
you get
already sleeping outside like a dog, minus
like
you
a
thinking she
dog?
needed a dog house. She didn't even care to get you one of them. But
Didn't
she,
even get her a dog
yeah,
house.
she evicted
Damn.
you from that hammock swinging on that back porch and got you
Damn.
up out of there. Oh yeah.
Damn.
And now
Damn.
you mad at all of us because you
Mm.
could never get your mother's love. Girl, sit down somewhere and shut up.
And you can hear that she feel like she's somewhat cleaned up, and she want her mama love so bad. She be
She
saying
want her
mommy this
mama
and
love
mommy
so
that.
bad. Let me tell you something. That that's a dark stain right there.
Yeah, yeah, it
Cause
really
her
is.
mama know everything. Okay, you want to talk about a real interview? If somebody
Yeah,
get her mama up on here, her mama knows everything.
yeah, yeah. But her
She
mama would
knows
never.
how she
She
tried to
don't
put
even
that
seem
girl
like.
on the
It
right
seemed like
path.
her family really does well for themselves. As far as character and and how they move and I bet they're hard workers. You know what I mean? And I think I just see her as the bad seed
She's
or
the
whatever.
dusty. She is the black sheep. She is the
Yeah,
dusty of that entire family.
yeah.
She didn't want to go to school, and mind you, Ness is not a dumb girl. You know, she
You want me
has
to
a
drop
good
the link?
vocabulary on her, and that comes from
Yeah,
books
she's
and
not a
stuff,
dumb
reading.
girl. She could do
Yeah.
she could let me get the link again. She
Oh damn, she didn't. Well, let me get girl. Let me get all my talking points out while Olivia not here, because she, baby, she'll bogart her way in a
sorry
conversation.
about
Oh,
that, Seven. I
oh,
knocked
okay.
myself off the link, baby.
Oh,
Can you
okay.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
Yeah,
you.
she does the poetry and stuff. She is, what she is. She is called to me. She is wasted talent. You know what I mean? And so it's just unfortunate. Let me try.
Yeah,
Wait,
it's very unfortunate. I don't know
yeah,
why her wigs doesn't have edges on them. I don't know what's going on with that girl. All I know is she's very upset. She needs her mother's love, but
yeah,
she can't obtain it. And she's trying to take that out on us. And it's like, no, girl, we have nothing to do with the fact that you was a neglected child. We have
yeah,
nothing to do with that.
yeah. No, that's a personal problem. And let me get the link for somebody wanted the link. I'm gonna have to try to copy it again. But yeah, and but I don't even think that it started out with her being neglected. I think that she was the bad seed. She made a lot of wrong choices. She wouldn't listen, to her people for whatever reason.
Well,
It ain't gonna let me
let me say
drop it.
this, because she loves to bring this up. Oh, you was over there messing
Damn.
with a dude with herpes, and thank God I didn't get it. You know what I mean? Apparently,
Mm-hmm.
and I did research on this after. A person might have to have an outbreak for you to catch it if you're messing with them like that. Sometimes it can be contagious. Sometimes it isn't. By the grace of God, I didn't get anything. I'm in a whole new relationship. We
I
haven't
know
heard
that's right.
anything about you. You know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
I will say this: you mess with a dude who had HIV. Do you know
Woo!
that can lay dormant in your system for about 8 years before it flares up? So even though
My
you're
God.
testing negative right now, that can still
Mm.
lay dormant in your body, and then it'll flare up. And judging by how you have all these pus bumps and all this other stuff going on with you, ain't no telling what's going on. So we're not gonna play that game, Nessie Pooh.
Damn.
See, you fucked up by even mentioning my name last night. Like I said, I was trying to let you live, girl. I didn't speak on you. I didn't care about you. You think you can mention my name? Girl, I will keep my foot on your entire neck. I will keep my foot on your entire neck. You already know you couldn't handle me the first time. I don't know why you keep trying to take little digs at me, thinking you might get the upper hand at some point. You never will,
Mm.
little girl.
Mm-mm. Damn, this thing ain't let me drop the link no more. Whoever want the
Why?
link, huh?
Why? Let me see. Oh
Let me
yeah,
see. Let me see if it'll
you gotta
work.
copy it. Yeah, you gotta
Yeah,
copy
I
it.
think I did it this time. Whoever want the link, here it
There it
go.
is.
Child, I was struggling over it. I knocked myself out the thing and everything.
Yeah,
But yeah, but that's why she come at people like that. When she talking down on people, she really talking down on herself.
she
You just
really
gotta
is.
realize what's going on. You know
She
what I
does
mean?
a lot of projection. A lot,
Yeah,
and then
projection.
and another thing I noticed is like she likes to knock people off, right?
Yeah.
Like if she wants to get you up out of here so that she can start doing the same exact thing you
Happy
was.
birthday, Dr. Creole. I said it at the top of the video. Sorry about this, Sammy. Go on.
Oh, you a who's is she a she's a Libra? Oh,
It's her birthday.
I don't
Happy
like
birthday, love.
girl, I can't stand a Libra.
You
She's
can't stand the Libras.
hell no, I hate Libra.
Oh, my. Oh,
And I'm talking
oh.
about the females and the men. I cannot stand
One of
them.
my sisters is a Libra. Her
Girl,
birthday is
my
this
foster
month.
mama is a Libra. I
Yeah,
told
my
her I
sister's
can't
something else though.
stand you.
We don't yeah, Cancer and Libra. Yeah, yeah. I feel you. Yeah, yeah. Mm. So yeah.
So yeah, I think her and Lemon are they deserve each other. But see, I don't think Lemon is such a he's such a ditz. You know what I mean? Like he's a drunk, lush
Yeah.
ditz. Like he doesn't
Yeah.
realize that Ness's loyalty is really to Shock Ken.
But really her loyalty is not even really to herself. Her loyalty is to the how she can get over on most. See, she learned this mentality from when she was on the streets walking the track. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And no matter how hard she tried to get away from it, she can't get away from it. That's why she admitted to being fake or whatever. You know what I mean? Her loyalty is to what she can get out of a motherfucker. Okay, that's what her loyalty is to. That's why she did a old girl like that. You know, that's how she move. If you pay attention to it, you know what I mean. So even though, she got a income that's sustaining her. Even that she still got to come on here and beg for a cash out. It's that type of
Look at
mentality.
who we're dealing with. Anybody who ever had to resort to sleeping with men for money for
Hmm.
drugs, understand
Yeah.
the soul has left the body.
Well,
There's
that's why she don't
nothing
have no feeling
more
for nobody.
than a
Eh,
void that has
Yeah.
been left there. There's a void that
Yeah.
nothing can
Yeah.
feel.
Yeah.
Okay. That's why you ain't got no love for other people.
Yeah.
You don't have no
She don't
love
have no
for your
sympathy. Like I
son.
told you
You
how
don't
she
have
talked
love
about
for
lovely love.
anybody. Yes.
Yeah.
She it's all about her. She
Mm-hmm.
got upset and she got jealous because they was giving the Sharika girl who had just passed away a whole bunch of attention. And she said, I don't understand why y'all doing that. And then
Yeah.
the attention wasn't on her. That
Yeah.
that is a succubus. She's one of
Yeah.
the bitches who will get over there and she will drain your energy. That's why she
Mm-hmm.
likes to fight and argue with you on the panels. And people will sit up there and she thinks it's a compliment. Oh, Ness got a lot of stamina. Ness ain't got shit else better to do with her motherfucking life
That's got a
than
lot
to
of
be a
anger.
40-year-old bitch sitting up here arguing with people on the goddamn panel.
Mm-hmm.
Dragging. Oh, I'm gonna drag you, girl. Don't nobody care about dragging. Did you pay your taxes this year, ho?
And they make it so bad. See, here's I get up here and I drag a bitch from asshole to inner. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna drag you on your reality. She do a lot of lie trolling. She
Yeah.
do a lot of anger. What she do is she does outbursts. Okay, it's like she be saving the shit up and it'll ball up and it'll come out when she coming out here against somebody. If you paying close attention, all it is anger. You know
Yeah,
what I
she's
mean?
a
When
lie
I'm
roaster.
dragging something, I'm dragging your ass on your truth because I can't believe you acting like that. Okay, and
Hmm.
I'm trying to set you motherfucking straight. I'm dropping gems, you ain't picking them up. But I'm still dropping gems. This bitch is just angry. She
Yeah.
lashing out is what she doing. She lash like she done did her whole life. Your one true problem, is that you lash out. You don't pay attention. Okay? You got a very, very, very disruptive soul, and it's whatever, childhood, and it started from childhood and you was never able to overcome it. That's why you done went through so much shit in your life. It's because of you. And don't be projecting your shit on other people. Take accountability. She said she's going to therapy. I'm glad she is. I hope it helps her. But as far as addiction go, you going to shrooms, you still drinking, you doing the weed, girl, you back, you
Girl,
still
let
on
me
that
tell you
path
something. Therapy
to
can't
hitting
help
that rock. One
that.
good, let me tell you something is good. One traumatic incident that she this is gonna be her test, right? Something gonna happen to her, and we gonna see if that's gonna propel her back into hitting that rock, that hard stuff, or is she gonna stand strong. Okay, so if you see a switch up in her, just know that she done ran up against something that really fucked with her, and if she start getting high again, that's gonna be the reason why.
It's coming. I want you to
Oh
know that.
yeah, it's coming. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Once she starts dropping that weight again, understand she back on that narcotic.
Well, now
Okay.
that's true too. Yeah, yeah,
Because she's getting
yeah.
big, and I'm telling that big back is prevalent. Like it's forming again. Like, oh, that big back is coming back, baby. And she don't like it.
You a mess, Sam. I ain't got
Big
no
big
problem with it.
back activities. Okay.
Uh oh.
She's upset. She don't like it.
Well, she need to be comfortable with
She put a
herself because I'm
strong
sure she look a lot better with
put
weight
a
on her.
real strong filter on her face. But
Oh,
the
well,
truth
that yeah,
is,
she got an issue with her color too, because your filters be so ridiculous. You can tell it be filtered up so much you can tell. You remember how who was it used to wear them filters to make themselves look skinny? Uh, Lord Jesus. But them filters, they be too much. You can tell it's too much. You almost look like a cartoon character. Yeah, I almost got 100 likes. I got 77. Please hit that like button. Please get your girl to 100 likes. Those are not shrooms she is using. It's most likely bottom legs, boot leg shrooms. I don't know what it is. Uh, gangster. But she said, I guess they're so potent. You supposed to be in a safe space when you take them. I guess they're like a psychedelic. I don't. It's just horrible. Oh Lord, the way she be talking about them. Anyway, So yeah. So I don't know.
well, look, I thoroughly enjoyed myself. This was a great conversation. Sorry,
I hope you got out
I'm
what
sorry
you
if I
needed to get
derailed in
out,
that
girl.
call or anything like that.
Huh?
I said I'm sorry if I derailed anything or
Oh no, you didn't. It was really kind of on point. It was still, it still is what it was. It was still what I was gonna be talking about. So no, you didn't. Shooting, thanks for hitting the link. I'm gonna have to put your name in the title. Don't get mad because this was a good conversation right here, child.
yeah,
It
no.
was good and petty and every
It's
goddamn thing else. A lot of
it's
truth was told.
it's 8 o'clock, so I'm gonna go make some breakfast. I'm
Okay.
my dude's gonna wake up. He in the other room, so we
Okay. All right.
you be blessed.
You
Take
too.
care, and I will
Okay.
catch
Huh?
you on the flip side.
Okay.
Thank
Thank you,
you
Seven. Have a good day, baby.
too. Bye bye.
Okay. Bye bye. Yeah, yeah, honey, y'all, we did a 2 hours, okay? Natasha said the filters are out of control. Bree keeps posting these face card pics with her head looking shrunken like a great. Oh Lord, oh Lord. That's what I was talking about too. Pretty entertaining live stream. Thank you, youngster. And I can tell from your hey, Ronnie Howe. Hey, everybody that came in, y'all please hit the like button for me. Happy birthday once again, Dr. Creole. I really enjoyed it. But let me talk about this because I ain't done yet. Okay, I ain't done. I ain't done. Y'all know we got to talk about some real stuff before I get out of here. It ain't gonna take this long. But y'all please hit that like button. Did y'all see the news this past weekend? We had a couple of really horrific mass shootings from these Trump supporters. One was that the guy that shot up they say he was ex-military and he shot up the Mormon church and then set it on fire. I was like, oh my God, right? Just rammed his truck into the church on a Sunday morning and start popping people. I was like, are you kidding me? And then another guy was supposed to be ex-military. He was shooting from his boat into onto a pier where they were partying at. Wasn't it just horrible, church girl? In North Carolina, I was like, oh my God. Drove through the church. I was like, oh my God. Y'all, this ain't nothing but demonic activity, okay? It's a spirit that came over these Anglos. Child, Trump done set them free and he need to tamp them down. and he want to keep rallying them up and rallying them up and rallying them up. And yeah, in the church, right, Dr. Krill, and things is getting worse and worse and worse. You know what I mean? And people are becoming more brazen. So I want y'all to be careful out there, because I was like, he ran right dead into the church, and then he set the church on fire. I'm like, what the hell is going on with these people? It's so easy for these people to be infected by this demonic activity, and but all of this stuff was foretold. You just gotta sit back and pay attention. But the honey, that church, it threw me. It threw me for a loop, Miss Creole. I was like, oh my God, he did what? Then he had a shootout with the police, and then that's how he died. I was like, oh, he didn't even off himself, honey. He shot back. I was like, oh wow, oh wow. I mean, child getting more brazen. They said they discovered more bodies. Oh my God. I mean, it was on fire. He set fire to it. So yeah, yeah, absolutely. Right. The spirit came through in 2020. It keeps manifesting. I agree with you there, Dr. Creo. I absolutely agree with you there. The demons are reigning free. They getting a whole life right now, but the righteous, you know what I mean, we just got to keep the faith, and believe in the most high creator. And that's what I hope for you guys, because child, this world is under spiritual, we are in the midst and the height of a spiritual warfare, okay, all over the world, not just in, hey, Kimberly Black, not just in the United States, all over the world. You know what I mean? These demons is flying free. Okay, it's crazy. It is crazy what's going on around here. It is so unsafe. Nowhere is safe right now. And I really didn't want to get out of here without saying it, because, like I said, that that church thing, that child, Lord have mercy. There are no words. Like, wow. You know what I mean? I mean, we done seen it happen before, but not like that. I was like, oh, child. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. So we got to keep prayed up, especially us melanated people. We don't never know when, they got something, man. I don't know if y'all ever heard of this. They got something, these crazy Anglos, they got something called the Great Replacement Theory, right? In which they believe that the Anglo race is being replaced by non-white people, right? And so, part of the reason for all the chaos is they are deeply, these racist and xenophobic mofos and clansmen and all this. They are deeply, believing in that theory, right? And that's why they tried to dismantle Roe versus Wade, abortion and all of this and all that, because they want the birth rate, to go up, in their communities and all of this and all that. Cause child, they really think they gonna be replaced by black and brown people. And their numbers are the thing is madness, okay? And y'all won't believe who they say pushing forth this effort, but the people that they say are pushing for this theory to take place is the very people that the very man that the country is supporting, that is committing genocide on a whole race of people over there. I was like, wait a minute. So if you think they the ones that's the head of the great replacement theory, but then you are in support of madness. It's just sheer madness, okay? It don't even make no sense. Definitely the demonic spirits are seeking who they devour. You got that right, Kimberly. You got to stay prayed up, honey, okay? Oh my goodness. And then you got a whole generation, in my opinion, of young people, not all of them, but a lot of them that don't even have to seem to have any soul, right? you know and there's a story that I read one time about kid, but it was a Catholic story, but it was about kids being born without a soul, because the Catholics believe. I don't know, you might have heard this, Dr. Creole. the Catholics believe in something called a gulf. It's where you keep the souls, and then there's so many souls in this gulf or something like that. And when they run out, the kids are gonna be born without souls and stuff, and all of this and all that. I was like, Lord, is that what's going on right now? Cause, ooh, Lord. Okay, I remember years ago, Dr. Farrakhan said about a war, and that the whites will try to destroy the world instead of us. Hey, you right about that, Dr. Creole, honey. They will destroy the United States of America before they let any other race or ethnicity be superior around here. Okay, besides them, and you're seeing that right now. Okay, like we could have a government shutdown in less than 24 hours. Okay, and the consequences. I'm sorry, and repercussions. If that happened as it pertains to this economy are massive. Okay. So folks really need to pay attention. It is going to affect everything in your everyday life. Okay. From healthcare to food, everything. And everything in between, you know. And so, my God. Yes, I talked a little about Leslie. Oh, did you? Oh, okay. Oh wow, Dr. Chris. Child, see, we be on the same page sometime. Many things he said are now absolutely are now coming to pass. You're right about that. But then let me tell y'all this. I had a conversation this weekend. Y'all know I was back in the day when rap was real, right? And me and the Mister was, we was just chilling this weekend, listening to some music, and we start listening to some, Tupac, and a lot of the things that young man prophesied back then, when we was young, or we see them now, like we knew, but for him to be saying it in interviews and in his songs, you know uh, like when I was talking about misogyny this morning, right? And y'all remember that song that Tupac made called Keep Your Head Up, and he was talking to black women, and then he said, if we ain't careful, we will have a race of babies that will hate the ladies. And he was talking about the boys, and when I'm talking about these he-man black woman haters. Okay, that is what's going on right now. We are seeing that. Okay, it's crazy, And so Malcolm X said things in the '60s that are coming to pass. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. I tell you, Miss Creole, Dr. Creole, we're gonna have to have. I really want to have a conversation with you about the different, in my opinion, the different ideations of not only the prophets from the past, but Jesus. I'm not talking about Jesus the Christ. I'm talking about Jesus the prophet, because I believe that we have seen many of them, even in our lifetime and before. But I don't see so much of them nowadays, but I did back then. We did history has recorded, several of them, right? And I really want to talk about that because listen to Michael Jackson song. They don't. Oh, and they absolutely don't really care about it. Child, we already know that, right, Dr. Creole? Child. But yeah, I really want to have a conversation about that, man, because I've God have mercy. The church done abandoned the black community. And in turn, the black community abandoned the church. In my opinion, the thing is, I hate that there are still Christ following, quite Christ led churches, in some black communities, but of course they are overshadowed by these mega churches and these prophet priests, and all of this for profit priests. I only want to talk about prosperity and don't want to talk about saving your soul. Okay, Dr. Creole, they inundated. We get inundated by the Creflo Dollars and the TD Jakes. You know what I mean? But then you have real pastors out here that are truly preaching on the word. Instead of not just only prosperity, but truly speaking on the word. But of course, those churches. And those pastors are gonna get overlooked and set by the wayside. It's an agenda. It's a demonic agenda towards anything that is righteous, right? And it seems like these days the wheat, honey, is the weed is outgrowing the wheat. Okay, and the NAACP abandoned black rights. Yeah, you're right about that, Dr. Creole. I agree. I agree. I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree. Yeah, yeah. I know it's a song I love. It's called "Return of Black Slider," and it say, "We've changed. We no longer seek our God's faith." It says we think we're saved by works, but it seems such a bore. Then it says, "Church, we've changed." You know what I mean? And it says, we hail a form of man, we worship a form of man, and this is church. We've lost our all of our power. How can we stand at these old wretched evil days? How can we face the final life? Return, old black slider. I love that song. I love it because it is the truth, honey. There's a lot of prophecy in that song. And have you ever heard that song, Dr. Creole? I love this. It's a old I forget who wrote that song, but it's old. It's from like the maybe the 80s or early 90s or something. And but yeah, I love that song. I was listening to that song yesterday, because we have changed. As a melanated people, we've changed, but we've been forced to change. And I think that was for a reason too, because the church once was our safe space, right? And we gained our leadership, from the church at one point in time, but you can't depend on that anymore. You know what I mean? But seasons change and people change. Yeah, I bet you heard of it. It's on YouTube. It's called Return of Backslider. Look for it on YouTube, Miss Creole. Dr. Creole, you'll find it. It says something like what's the hook? Return, oh backslider, return, and he'll provide us. He'll restore you as to your place in God again, again. You go something like y'all forgive the singing, okay? And but yeah, it's called Return. Oh, that song just gets me every time, right? A lot of these churches have you think you have to be poor and suffering to get to heaven. While they living in mansions and driving fancy cars, wearing designer clothes. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. My granddad sung with Sam Cooke. Oh well, I have many quartet groups in my family. All right, that is awesome. That is beautiful. Yeah, the name of it is Return of Black Slider. I love that song. Like I said, it's from the 80s or the 90s, maybe. I don't even think it's way before the 2000s. It's from the. I wish I could look it up for you, but I'm on my phone and I can't do that. But yeah, that song is it's powerful. It really is powerful. But anyway, y'all, I am going to get off of here. I just want to mention what I seen uh, on the news as far as it pertains to the world this weekend. Because, honey, let me tell you, if you are the righteous, if you still believe in the one true Almighty Creator, Almighty God, then you know that we are in perilous times when it comes to our spirit, okay? I felt the ancestors' wood in that vocal. I felt the ancestors' wood in that vocal. I don't know what you mean by that. You're welcome, but okay. You found it, Walter Hawkins. Absolutely, Walter Hawkins. That's right. That's right. You heard it. Yes, I love that song. Return on Backslider. I love it. I love it. Mhm. Mhm. We've changed. We no longer seek my God's faith. We've changed. We think we're saved by works, but it seems such a bore. Church, we've changed. Oh, I love this song. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. I love it. Like I said, y'all excuse the singing, but oh Lord. Thank you, Betty Boop. You too. Y'all have a blessed day. I am gonna get off here and y'all don't y'all don't y'all don't drag me on my saying, but I felt that in my spirit, okay? Because I really I really wish we could return to the church. You know what I mean? Not oh no, I don't kind to me, but it's kind to you. It is kind of you to say that kind to me. Thank you. Okay. I wish we could return. I wish we could return, to some of our, history, to some of our cultural ways. You know what I mean? Like I really do. And I think it would really I think our young people, they miss so much. That's why they seem like they are soulless. You know what I mean? We don't have a lot of traditions as a community anymore. You know what I mean? Thank you, Betty Boop. Lord, y'all are best. Don't get me started, child. But yeah, I think along the way we kind of lost something. You know what I mean? It's like we lose a little bit at a time. You got to realize that was by design. Okay, when they introduced when Coin Intel Pro introduced crack into our neighborhoods, child, and and you got to realize they did that for a reason because black folks even to this day getting blocked out from getting decent jobs and stuff like that, so they introduced that poison in the community, and a black man was making money off of it, and he let them do it for a pretty good time, and then he started locking them up, and that was by design. And but that epidemic right there, in particular, that along with killing our leaders beforehand, like Malcolm X and King, you know, and that just pretty much ravaged, just like burnt down our neighborhoods like a wildfire or something like that, right? And we're still suffering from that in our communities, in my opinion, right to this day. But every once in a while, you'll see a glimmer of hope, right? Every once in a while, something will happen, and you'll see some unity, right? You'll see how it can be. Let me give you an example. Y'all remember 2, 3 years ago, what was it? Was it in Alabama or Mississippi? Y'all remember the boat incident when they was hitting hitting the people with the chairs and stuff. They was trying to dock a one of those boats. And them Anglos started attacking that man that was trying to do his job on the pier. You know what I mean? And the black dude jumped in the water trying to get over to the shore to help the man, and honey, it was an all out brawl. Y'all remember that? And everybody started having the shirts on with the chairs on it and stuff like that. I said, baby, I said that's a glimpse right there. I said that's what they don't want. They don't want this community to be unified in any Alabama. Thank you, Ronnie Howard. Alabama. You know what I'm talking about then, right? They don't like seeing nothing like that. Okay, they'll put themselves in harm's way in order for something like that not to happen. You know what I mean? Montgomery, Alabama, true. We haven't been the same since then, right? It was done on purpose, absolutely. When crack hit the people, they want to do something. Yeah, with their yeah. The fentanyl and all that they got going on now. Now it's a problem. Now they don't want to lock them up. They want to send them to rehab. Okay, all right, child. Mm. But yeah, you're right. But Montgomery, Alabama, that's right. See, I said, you know what? That's just there was a flash right there. There was a flashpoint in my mind, and it showed me that you know what? When it get down to the nitty gritty, we're gonna be forced to unify. Okay, and I truly believe that in my spirit. Y'all know I've been saying that for years, and we shouldn't have to be forced to unify, but there's going to come a time, when we once again have to be forced to unify, right? Because before they realize that integration was to their benefit, you know what I mean? We didn't have a choice but to build up our own communities. You know what I mean? We had our own transit system. We had our own colleges. We had our own doctors. And our own lawyers and our own everything. And then they get jealous of it and try to burn it down when you being too progressive. Like a Black Wall Street and so many others, but nevertheless we would still rebuild, and like I said, they beat this community down, and then then said, well, now we can be integrated, okay? So they could get our black dollars and finish decimating our communities and stuff. It was all just a plan, right? And so, and freedom ain't never been free for us. We done always had to fight for it. And for as long as we got politicians and other people under the assumption that you can ask for your freedom and one day they're gonna give it to you, okay? You can look at somebody like a Sada Shakur, rest in peace, a Sada Shakur. She was, you know how she was treated because she was in a Black Liberation Army. That woman right there is a wow. You know what I mean? Just wow. But like I said, freedom ain't free. If you gotta ask for it, you ain't never gonna get it. You gotta fight for it, okay? That's just the bottom line, you know. But we know that we have to be more stealthy these days because that's what they want you to do. Okay? But like I said, at the end of the day, when we have to be unified, we real, you know, when it all comes down to it. So yeah. That's because every time we have something of our own, here they come trying to take credit for it. Yeah, the culture, our food, the way we dress, like everything, you know, everything, you know. Yeah, yeah, society. Yeah, rest in peace, Queen. Yes, makes you forever rest in peace and power. She got her freedom. She was born free, okay, and they shackled her for a minute. She got her freedom back, and she died free. Okay, she died loving her people on her own terms. No, she wasn't in this country, but that's okay because she died free. Okay, they had millions of dollars on her head, and nobody. I guess nobody went over there and tried to get her up out of Cuba because that's where she died. Okay, they wanted that woman back on this soil real bad. All right, she was at the top of America's Most Wanted. All right, millions of dollars on her head. All right, but nobody never pulled her up out of Cuba. That's where she passed away. A BIC and not to honor Asada. But they exactly right, right, Doctor Creole, the nerve. Okay, child. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. But we know what that's about. But anyway, I'm gonna get off here, y'all. Thank y'all for having this conversation with me. I appreciate it. Happy Monday. Thank you, Seven, for being my sidekick this morning. If y'all came in late, please be part of the replay game. Once again, happy birthday, Dr. Creole girl. I hope you enjoy your birthday. And thank everybody for coming in, and dropping down and being so interactive. You know what I mean? Whether you agree with the content or not, thanks for listening. You know what I mean? And I had a good time this morning. I had a good time, child. I was just talking about, what I had heard on these YouTube streets, child, and a little bit of the real in the end. Y'all know how we do it, okay? And I have to talk about, what's really going on in this world at the end, these days, because there is so much going on. And if I don't say something, I will feel like I kind of wasted my time if I don't mention something that's really going on in this world. You know what I mean? You welcome, Dr. Creole. If I don't mention something, you know. And so, yeah. Well, Dr. Creole, when you want to do, can you do the video uh maybe Wednesday? Would you have time Wednesday? Sometime Wednesday, like before 12? Because I can cut out some time. Let me know if you can. Because like I said, I really want to talk about this subject, because I think that sometimes, especially these days, a lot of our modern day prophets go unnoticed, until it's too late, you know. And then you got a lot of real things coming out of a lot of people these days, but those things are overshadowed because there's so much craziness going. Like I said, it appears that the weeds are outgrowing the wheat right now, but don't fear because the wheat is still growing. Thursday. Let me see what I can do Thursday, Dr. Creole. Okay, absolutely. I'll get back to you on that. Let me see what I can do Thursday. I know I'm available Wednesday, but Let me see if I can do Thursday. And so I put something under one of your videos, Dr. Creole, and let you know, okay? Because I'm not sure about Thursday. But yeah, y'all, we got to pay attention. We got to be ready. We got to be informed. So that's why I want to talk about. I always try to close with something real. But anyway, I gotta go. Enjoy your day. Like I said, thank you guys for coming in. Please hit the like button on your way out the door if you don't mind. Share the video if you care. Please be part of the replay gang. Also, okay, Dr. Creole. You know what I mean? And so y'all be careful. Watch your back, your front, your side, honey. Always stay woke. Don't let this this internet algorithm drive you crazy and drive you to do something that you wouldn't normally do, child. Keep a check on it, child. Keep a lid on it, cause it'll get you. If you let it get you, it'll get you. And we done seen that a lot on here. Okay. So anyway, I love you guys in the way that Christ loves you. And I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Bye bye. Thank you all for joining me. Bye, Betty Boo. Bye, y'all. Peace.